Unmuting us
Also
is
good.
Hi. Now you should be able to hear us. Hello. How's everyone doing?
Good morning.
I'm doing pretty good.
It has been a whole week. Oh my God, since we played this.
Too long.
I know, it feels like a week dragged on a lot more this time for some reason.
Wait, hasn't it been 2 weeks? Didn't we skip last week?
Yeah, we skipped last week.
It has been 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks.
That is how long time has taken.
Is that the some week, huh? It's Wednesday.
Well, the thing is now in 2020 time is dust.
Yeah, but it's all meaningless. The days of the week don't mean anything. But yeah, Tanya, you had something going on last week.
Oh my God, you're right. I literally forgot. I'm so sorry.
Do you need to go get a cup of coffee or something?
I might during the break. I may get up. Well, I can't leave you all. I'm the DM. So
we'll fill time.
I may during the break start some coffee, depending on how long we take. So
I got mine right here.
I had already started on the cider after the shenanigans last week. I figured I would just get ahead of the curve.
I have a cocktail waiting for after our break.
Well, that's right.
I can save it until then.
So last week, now that you reminded me, because it just feels like it's been 20 years, I did a game for Jasper's Game Day, and I ran folks through the Infernal Goose set in hell, and we raised some money for suicide prevention, so that's why we had no show last week, and I've totally forgotten. I'm so sorry. It's been a year. It's been a lot.
It has. It certainly has.
Are there things going on, guys?
Are the what going on?
No, everything's fine. I don't know. Everything's fine. It's perfectly fine outside.
Yeah.
Yes, right all the fine emotes in the chat, because that's about accurate. So we don't get too far in the weeds though, because we'll sit here and just start chattering and never actually play. I'm going to start from the end for me to me, so I can be last. Gary, who are you? Who do you play? What do you do?
My name's Gary Whitta. I'm a screenwriter and author, best known for The Book of Eli and Star Wars Rogue One. I also stream on Twitch, creator and host of Animal Talking, the talk show that takes place inside Animal Crossing, which actually led to the creation of this show. And I play Marenghi, an aquatic half-elf paladin with a dark past. He's a bit of a curmudgeon. He's a bit irascible, I guess you would say, but he's looking for redemption. There's a good guy in there trying to bubble back to the surface. I hope we'll find him while we're on this adventure.
We can certainly hope so. Adam, whomst are you?
I am Adam. I am playing Smoop, everybody's favorite changeling bard that's lovable and doesn't get into any trouble at all. And I also, I don't know, I do some stuff on the internet, make games, starting to stream sometime soon. Maybe do
you just started why don't you shout out your channel, Adam, since you just started streaming?
Twitch.tv/Nickervision. Go follow it because I will do things on it.
doing the little shout out right now in the channel. There we go.
That sounds a little scary.
If my mods would not mind doing the same thing.
Appreciate it.
Tanya, real quick, your bot is not on.
Oh, well, shit.
we can't shout anybody out. The bot won't let us.
Well, Nightbot should let you. And Gary, you can't do that as a...
No, sorry, I accidentally typed into the wrong chat. I did it in mine.
1 second, I'm just letting the bot come up. Hey bot, what you doing? I had to totally reboot my machine yesterday, so everything failed.
Yeah, also, just in case anybody's wondering, I have a piece of apple peel stuck in my tooth here.
No one's wondering.
And so no one
trying
can
to get
see
it out. That's why I keep making this.
Could you,
no one noticed it.
Adam, could you... Adam,
we're going to just put we're going to put a dark cloth over you and try to calm you down or something like that.
He probably has one, okay? You're going to come back from break and he's just going to be...
He'll come back from break dressed up like a giant fucking cheeseburger or something.
Instead of a hot dog.
Yeah, it'll be something different this week.
We need a
don't have a
blog just for
policy.
the amount of outfits that Adam has got for streaming. He needs to do a blog for that.
Yes. Well, before you all get off in the weeds about Adam's potential costume change at break, Shannon, we're not letting Shannon get a chance to introduce herself.
That's okay. My name is Shannon Woodward. I'm an actor. Might know me from Westworld or Raising Hope, or I'm Dina in The Last of Us Part 2, and I stream under Shannon is Live on Twitch. And I play Barb, the dwarf barbarian, who is just trying to get the job done and get everybody out in one piece.
Awesome. Brian.
Yeah, hello. My name is Brian, aka Urban Bohemian everywhere. Variety streamer here on Twitch. I play Arkhon, the tiefling bard, who is mostly focused on trying to get paid so that we can all do whatever it is our characters do when we're not together.
We're all seeking financial independence.
I mean,
this,
you know, there are a lot of stories
economy?
here.
I really
Sorry, I just got my brain went on a total tangent when you said that, and I'm like, in this economy, really?
Right, in fact, in front of our salads, yes.
We made that joke already, but we could do it again. So I'm Tanya. I'm your DM, Cypher Tier, and I play all your NPCs that we run across, and also plan all these shenanigans. Or I have ideas for shenanigans, and then they destroy them. Thus is the life of a DM. So if you want to do this for yourself, just be prepared for heartbreak and disappointment every session. I'm joking. It's not always heartbreak. But yes, so people know who we are. What did we do? Because clearly I need a memory refresher that I didn't realize we hadn't played last week. We talked about a bit as we were setting up, but what did everyone do last time?
I remember us drinking a lot of random potions.
That was great.
That's right. I had fire breathing potion for a while.
Yeah, Shannon burned down a door. That potion actually came in pretty handy.
Barb, you burned down a door. You might want to sit the next couple of rounds out.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I got shot with the crossbow.
And you got stabbed by a coin.
And I
forgot
Gary
about that.
will not let me forget that I got stabbed by a coin. But
feels like one would get bludgeoned by a coin before they
yeah,
right? No, stabbed.
Despite Marenghi's bad attitude towards me most of the time, even though I'm just a lovable scamp, Marenghi did heal me.
That's right. I used a healing potion. Those potions, even though we were kind of doing it like on a dare, some of them ended up coming in quite handy.
They did. I believe you got like the healing potion. There was something else that I think some of you may have held on to.
Wasn't there an invulnerability or minor something invulnerability or something?
Yes, there
I also
was.
picked up the remaining ones, the yellow potion and the violet potion.
Yes,
so they're in my inventory.
Oh, so we still have some unused potions.
Yes, you do.
Interesting. Cypher, is there a way for us through perception or investigation or something to find out what those potions are, or do we have to just drink them to find out?
If you have Arcana, because you can investigate, but if you're not geared toward magic, or if you don't have alchemy or something, like if one of you had alchemy, and this is more out of character, this is more like GM to player. If one of you had like alchemy, or if you had Arcana, if you want to see if it was magical, you could probably pour some out and see if you can kind of figure out what it is or smell it. And
we did do a roll for some of them.
Some, yes.
Before drinking, but not everything.
Not all. Some of you are like, whatever, I'm drinking it. And then it was like, it didn't kill you. Good job. Good job. It didn't kill you. And I apologize.
Next up, how to deal with loss.
Wow. Although that is a valid theme, because a lot of times if someone's character dies and you're not planning for it, what do you do then? Because not everyone deals with loss of a character very well, especially if it was not planned or you had not discussed character death. Because some campaigns people are like, no, absolutely not. Especially if they're new to playing. Because depending on how attached you got to that character, how much time and care you put into it, or how long you've been playing that campaign, it can be really devastating to lose your character.
Is it just me, or does this feel like she's setting me up to die this episode?
Why is it gotta be you setting up to die?
How convenient of you to center
let's be
yourself
honest,
in that
it's
narrative,
somewhat.
sir.
Wow. Wow.
I feel like the narrative arc for Smoop is, after all this, comedic failure and, clumsiness and stuff, is that the way that he redeems himself is by heroically sacrificing himself for the good of the group.
Although he is the only one to have actually taken any actual damage this entire encounter, isn't he?
I mean, the coin, that was just the bad dice. The coin was like...
Yeah, because that was a crit fail, right? That's why it stabbed him, the coin.
It was a crit fail.
Oh god, that's just like reaching into the silverware drawer and just grabbing the knife point. Like,
That
what?
happened to me yesterday.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It
Oh,
is- oh no.
Oh.
It happened to me too. I cut my finger really bad. Well, not that badly, but like when it's not that bad a cut, but like it stings and bugs you like all day afterwards.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
woke up
had
this morning and I was like, all right, it's shut. I
You're like, I don't need a Band-Aid.
had one yesterday.
Oh my
God,
god.
it's just the worst. Getting stabbed by a coin in the silverware drawer.
Yeah. Although for me, the worst is if you get a paper cut and you don't feel it until much later.
Oh, don't even start.
Oh, the
with
paper
me.
Agreed. I make way too many cocktails with lemon juice and lime juice. Please don't. Please no.
Oh, well, the worst thing about this cut on my finger is, when you have to put on hand sanitizer now. It's not.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so... Ooh.
Yeah, no fun.
F in the chat for all the quarantine injuries and paper cuts.
Seriously.
No, I'm just
Tough
like...
lives.
Oh my god.
I'm like looking for where I managed to stab myself with an X-Acto knife the other day. Thankfully, it didn't bleed too bad.
I mean, yeah, like where I broke myself on my keyboard, it's finally healed, and I'm just like, okay.
Oh, that's right. You did manage to shank yourself on your... I'm like, what do you...
With this lovely fancy ass metal edged gaming keyboard. So great.
You cut yourself on your keyboard?
Look, okay, sometimes I'm a klutz, all right?
That's very similar to getting stabbed by a
Is
coin.
it really that sharp? 'Cause they probably shouldn't have shipped that. If it's so sharp you can cut yourself. My goodness.
I mean, now you have to tell the story, Brian.
I'm trying to think. It was definitely after. Wow, it was actually after our previous session. Because I don't have a desk, everything is sort of up on trays between me and the television. I just got up too fast and it's right here. And I somehow just put my hand down and my knuckle caught the corner of it. And it's just slightly too long for my tray, which is my bad. And yeah, I was like, oh wow, okay, that stings. And then because it was right on a part that happens to have, basically it happens to be much more showy when you get a boo-boo there as opposed to being actually injured, it just wouldn't stop. And I'm sitting here like, all right, great. My friend's a nurse. I'm texting him like, this is really, this cut's being really extra. He's like, yeah, it's going to be that for a while. Just go find some place to lay down.
Wow.
Because some people are like, I don't want to get into like literally the gory details. I don't want to like make people say, okay, another stream for this. We're not dealing with this.
I just want to know what kind of keyboard it is that you can literally cut yourself on it.
It's one with a metal exterior.
You can say the brand.
No, I can't. They don't sponsor me.
That's why you can say it.
All the more reason to out them and for shipping dangerous keyboards.
But the sheer fact that he's holding back because he doesn't want the advertisement of this keyboard shanks you get out there.
I mean, I'll say it.
I might be writing a cozy mystery story right now about somebody using this as a murder weapon. Okay.
Wow. Oh my God, Brian, that could be like a one shot in case I'm not around. Y'all could have like a cozy AU murder mystery of everyone else.
Oh goodness.
I got a good title for you.
I might want to run that. That sounds awesome.
Uh-oh. Gary's running in with a pun.
It's not actually that good. I just like because it rhymes. The QWERTY murder.
QWERTY murder. Oh.
The QWERTY murder. The QWERTY murder.
Oh my
Too
god,
legit to quirt.
Too legit to quirk.
Too much. Okay.
Oh, here we go. We're starting again.
We're
no,
doing that on-
it's cute. It's cute.
I'm gonna get that on a t-shirt for Shannon. Too legit
Too
to
legit
court.
to quirt.
Too legit to quirk.
You know, by the time this show is over, someone will have made that in Shannon's Discord.
Only those only Shans, they don't
I'm
fuck
telling
They're
around.
fast.
They are serious business.
The only Shans are they ride at dawn.
They do. All right.
Shannon, we should get you a Dungeon Crossing overlay so you can stream this on your channel too.
Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, I didn't want to step on your guys' thing. I
think the more of us you stream it, the better. Why not?
that'd be fun.
Oh my goodness, we're just all squad stream all the time.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay, yeah.
We were just talking to Brian earlier about him doing an overlay so he could stream with us. I mean, like now that Adam's streaming, like we could all do it. We could do a 5-way squad, and we could all have our own version.
not unless Adam gets partnered, unfortunately. So we got to work. on
Oh,
that.
that's right. Well, that's never going to happen.
And I think it's a max of 4 on a squad stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
I'm afraid you'll
All
have
right.
to extend your coattails a
I
little
have
bit.
high
and Adam
hopes
can
for
ride that,
Adam's
you know.
streams.
Yeah.
I think Adam's
you?
streams are gonna pop off. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I think Adam's really funny, and I
Shannon
think
has
people
faith in
really
me.
like him.
All right. So
We'll see. I'm reserving judgment until I see a couple of streams.
All right.
all right. So that means soon as we're done, we have to wait for Adam, and then when he streams, we can just go raid him. Be like, quick,
Yeah,
go stream.
Exactly.
Adam will definitely get partnered. It's only a matter
Don't
of
worry,
time.
I have big plans.
Do
Oh,
you?
whoa.
Oh my God.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right, well,
I
speaking-
retract my vote.
He's already got the pink and purple lights. He's halfway there
Oh,
to being a
Lord.
proper Twitch streamer. Got the
All
official
right. Well,
colours and
before we start making all these plans for Adam and future squad streams, let's actually have some adventure. Unless you have more catch up or more recap.
No, let's ride.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull up the map.
We had just exited the mine, right? We were back out
Yeah.
in the open, and we came
Yeah,
across like some
We
kind
made
of
a camp.
tower,
I
some
lost
kind of
the
structure.
I lost the image for the
For the map.
hold on, for the map because I hold on.
Yeah, if someone can post that, I'll put it up on my screen.
Hold on one
Is it
second.
SOS? Got it. Shrine of Savras.
Yes. Where
here
did
it
chat
is.
go? I lost chat. There we go.
That's one I had.
You are correct.
Okay.
Because there's a GM version and then there is a player version. So
The DM version just. Oh, whoops! Let me not look at that.
no, you're fine. The DM version has what's in what place, like what the numbers mean.
Mhm.
What's it called again? Shrine of Savras? Because I think I can probably pull it.
SAVR.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Let me post it in your chat too.
I have the dungeon wallpaper. We decided to go with a different one. Rive. I can't. I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I'm sorry. I'm also going to turn on my AC. So if it's loud, someone just tell me. Because
I
it
have it
is
here.
very warm. All right. So now that I remember where we left off, you had just spotted the orc on top of that tower. So the structure, the rectangle that you see, that one tower that's kind of pointed out, that is the only place where you saw an orc. And because it was still kind of daytime, you opted to make a camp, get some rest, because you had all used some slots. You had a little bit of interaction. And so you were trying to rest because, you know, Smoop had been injured by a coin. You'd taken weird potions. So you were going to try to wait until nightfall. So you camped and you were going to wait until it was like darker. Because right when you kind of came out of the mine and found this place, it was light enough where you would have been discovered by the one guard. So as it stands, you can see the upper right tower, which is the only one that's also not falling apart. And it's a few hours later. So you know the guard is there, but right now you have advantage of the darkness. So if you want to start either making your way to this structure, investigating, or trying to sneak around, I'll leave that up to you.
So we don't yet know what the purpose of this lone orc is, right? He's standing watch, but we don't know why or who he's affiliated with or anything.
Correct.
We just know he's there. Okay.
You know he's there, so you figure if there's a guard, there must be something there, but you're not sure what. And also, are you kind of following? So also keep in mind what you're looking at. That top, like that part that looks almost like a cross, that's just a pullout of the of the roof of the structure that it's not a separate structure.
Okay.
So if you were to cut that out and overlay it on the middle of the map, that's the roof of that structure.
Right. Okay. I'm actually pulling the correct version of this image right now, so I can take a look at it.
Oh yeah, you can't open up Zoom chat, right?
No, but it was posted in Cypher's own chat, so I pulled it from there.
Okay.
And I will put it in your chat as well.
I put it in. Oh, your chat is chatty.
Yes.
My chat?
Your chat.
The only Shans are riding a dot in there.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's awesome. You bring the party.
Right, so I got it.
So I'm looking at the map right now. We're at, it's like 56, is that, or where it says Shrine Rooftop?
S6 is where the orc is posted. Is that correct?
S6, I see.
So that circle
I thought it
that's
said
kind
5,
of,
6.
no, it's an S and a number.
Got it.
And where is our encampment right now?
You were kind of like up to the right on the very edge of it.
Okay.
So you could do one, I mean, and this is me just saying options. You could come toward S6 directly. You could try to kind of sneak around the edge and go some other way. And, you know, there is the option. You'll see that these other towers are dilapidated. And you could either go into you could try to go in the front. I wouldn't recommend it. Or you could just kind of take on this orc, because clearly the orc has to be there for a reason. And remember, you fought some orcs earlier. You don't know why they're there.
What about this belfry? Could we investigate that? This separate structure?
It is not separate. That is the roof.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Actually, that's a different layer of the cross in the middle.
Correct.
We'd have to get up there.
I got it.
So you'd have to either go through the broken wall, or if you manage to get past this one intact tower and its orc guard, there's either walk right into S1, which seems to be the front, or there's all of this broken wall, this gone wall. But that means getting around S6 without being detected and going the long way. And you don't know what you'll find. There's only one orc that you've seen.
So can we sneak along the wall here to go in through S1?
You could. You will have to give me stealth rolls.
All right, what do you guys think?
So I want to be clear. Like, our overall destination is not this place, right? We're trying to get to that village that the rat miners were usurped from, and the orcs are now living there, right? This is just something that's on the way to that destination.
It's on the way, yes.
Okay. I mean, are we looking for a confrontation, or do we want to try to sneak around here? Like, I don't think we should be looking to get into trouble for the sake of it.
That I cannot tell you, because that would be guiding you as a player.
Yeah, that's why I was
think
asking
we
about
should
sneaking.
So
we should definitely check out this structure.
But
I
also,
don't think we should be picking fights, though.
But
No,
you
I think
said
we should
you're-
sneak in and see if we see anything interesting inside, but like definitely try to avoid the orc confrontation.
I think we should try to sneak past this orc lookout as stealthily as possible.
I was thinking if we could sneak past it and go in through S1 in the center there, if we could like sneak along the wall, you know, like this.
So, I mean, keep in mind, so this is a yes, but thing. You can do this, but this is all going to be, your success or failure is going to be based on the dice rolls.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll for the orc to see if he detects you. And then you all have to give me stealth rolls. And, you know, bad roll. We saw what happened. Smoop got bitten by a coin.
If we all roll, though, who goes up against the orcs roll?
All of you. So I would roll to see. So I'm doing a stealth roll or investigation. So like if what, so this is a weirdly metagaming, because normally a DM wouldn't explain this to you or have to explain it. But again, where everyone's learning. So for this, the educational portion of our stream. So if you all are sneaking and let's say one of you gets a bad stealth roll. So I, as the DM, know you're there, but that's player / DM knowledge. The orc does not know you're there for now. But let's say you either make a bad investigation check, or in this case, a bad stealth roll, then, if one of you crit fails on a stealth roll, then I'd be like, you made all of this noise. You tripped over a rock in the road. or you fell backwards because that part of the wall rotted away when you leaned against it, that's definitely going to get the orc guard's attention.
So let's say, for example, I roll a 20 and Smoop rolls a 1, which, let's face it,
Wow.
I mean, is it our lowest roll that goes up against that? Like,
No,
because
these
we're
are-
going as a group, right?
It's us moving as a group, so it's individual.
Yeah.
Like no one can roll stealth for the entire group. Since
Yeah,
there
it's
are more of
everybody's
us
kind of
moving.
their own. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
it's a weakest
anything-
link kind of thing.
Basically, so it's more of a everyone is doing their own action. So this is why group balance is important. So like if this was all rogues, all of you probably have a really good stealth. It'd be much harder for someone to fail unless the dice are just not your friends today, and you're getting 5s, 1s, 4s with no pre bonuses. But unless only one of you were to go. But then what is the rest of the group doing? So that's not great role play either. If the rest of you just kind of hang out, wait, I point it like you can see the map, where I'm pointing on the map. But like that upper far right corner, if the rest of you hang out there and send someone, you still have to get past this tower. So it's not like you could send a scout, but you still eventually are going to have to make the stealth rolls.
Could we, how about this? Could we send a scout forward, like whoever has the best stealth, and just do like a ninja assassination on this orc and just like take him out?
You could try.
Look at that smile.
No, I'm just saying you could try, because that, well, again, this is the educational part. So you'd have to pass your stealth check to get past the orc that has advantage because it can see down.
Right.
You'd have to find a way up there to the orc. And then you don't know what level this orc guard is. You're all level 4. Orc guard could be higher. You never know.
Right.
And then one-on-one combat of a level 4, depending on your class.
Here's the thing. I vote for the group because I might not be very stealthy, but I'm the one with all the HP.
Yeah, I mean, if shit goes down, Bob's just going to take care of business, right?
Yeah.
Again,
Hopefully.
you can try. So this is the learning part.
And what's as a party, what would our goal be at this point? I'm asking at the table, the other party members, like, what would our goal be? Is our goal to investigate? Is our goal to get past this? What are we feeling?
Investigate a little bit and get past, right? Oh, sorry.
Like medium
dropped out.
investigation?
Sorry.
A wee bit of investigation.
Just a soupçon of investigation. That's fine.
I mean, once,
Wow,
if,
you pulled out
if we successfully sneak past this orc, would we then be free to investigate the rest of the structure without worrying about detection?
Maybe.
That's why I
Yeah,
key
so Gary, your questions are all leading for me as a DM. I'd be giving away the whole what I planned if I give you
Okay,
an
but
honest
all right,
answer.
I'll say like what the DM said is there's one orc that we can see. That's all that we can go on.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and that is a leading statement as well. So
basically, think of it like when you're writing. It'd be like if you gave away the whole plot in the first chapter,
yeah,
and then
right.
the reader's like, "Well, read that book." And
My question is more about understanding the mechanics of the game than asking for spoilers. But I understand you can't really do one without the other.
Well, I can't do one without the other. So mechanically is going to be different from the way you also play this out. So there's, depending on your roles, depending on what you all wind up talking about, because you could also be role playing this whole kind of discussion of you see a tower, you know there's one orc. What are our strengths? And I know I started to whisper like I'm part of the group, but like you could be having this conversation and kind of coming up with a plan, but as role playing. And then you could ask, so mechanically, you could either, so as whatever discussion you come up with, so mechanically you go, we want to like have some interaction, we want to have some combat. Maybe, Marenghi remembers the fight with the orcs and you get fired up again because like you like to fight. Hey, there's an orc, we could take him out. I could get that blood vengeance in. Or it could be like, for the good of the group and we have an objective, we just try to sneak. We're going to check inside, but then our objective is ultimately not to encounter this orc, just kind of check the structure and then be on our way.
Marenghi is very bloodthirsty and does like to scrap, but At this point, I feel like discretion is the better part of valor. My feeling is that this orc has probably not been left here alone. There's probably others that we can't see, and I don't want to start a fight and then realize we got in over our heads. So,
But
my
again,
instinct is
you
to try and sneak past as well.
right, but you also, I mean, you never know what's behind the walls. But if you want to get past at least the orc guard you can see, no, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to tell you no. But just keep in mind that any adventure you run, what you can't see yet is maybe what finds you first. And that's not a foreshadowing. That's just a literal. Just because you don't see it right now doesn't mean it's not there.
Okay. So what do we want to do?
Are you all role playing this, or are you asking me still as a DM?
Marenghi is asking the group, what shall we do?
I think we
I'm
should
feeling
collectively sneak.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that I would like to follow whatever the hell Barb does, because Barb seems to often make the right decision.
Yeah,
I'll go with the consensus.
Yeah, let's. I want to see if there's anyone else here. We waited. I'm sorry. We camped until roughly like nightfall.
Like early evening, like it's starting to get darker, and by the time you finally get there, it'll be under cover of darkness.
Okay.
I feel like the right approach is to sneak past this orc, but the ultimate mission is like a recon mission. Like, let's see what else we can. Like, what else? Who else is here?
Yeah,
Like, what do
just
we have
check
to do?
inside and see what the heck is going on in here.
So maybe a bit of stealth, maybe a bit of investigation or perception or whatever's appropriate.
You all will give me stealth checks.
Okay, I
Right
rolled
now?
an 8 because I have a -1 on my stealth.
Yeah, I have a disadvantage too, Cypher. Does that mean I have to roll twice and take the lowest one?
Yep.
God damn it. All right. Here we go.
I got a
Rolling
15.
stealth.
Oh god, I should have poured something different.
Okay. First roll is a 13. I'm going to go again. Come on, give me something better than a 13. 11.
Okay.
I have a 14.
Smoop.
Smoop had a 15.
What?
15.
All right. So, Smoop, you have the best stealth out of everyone.
Thank you.
But Barb, unfortunately, that 8 means that
no.
while you tried your best, your forte is in swinging your weapon and knocking people down and killing them, not being very sneaky. So the clang of your armor as you trip over a boulder in the road alerts the orc. And orcs do have dark vision. So while you did your best to sneak past the orc, you didn't quite manage it. And the orc has now alerted other orcs that are within the structure. And he spots you, and he yells at you, but in Orcish, so unless any of you speak Orc, you don't know what he said, but it sounds like stop.
Okay.
And
Hands up.
basically like, so you start hearing an alarm bell. You have been discovered.
All right. Can we now see other orcs?
Yes, you see a total of 7 orcs plus the one that you spotted pouring out of S1.
Bloody hell.
Great.
Hey, you tried to sneak. You tried.
All right. So now is a confrontation with these orcs now inevitable?
Correct.
Is there anyone we can speak to? Are we close enough to speak to anyone?
Do any of you speak Orcish?
No, do they only speak Orcish?
Yes, they're orcs. They're not interested in the language of men.
Guys,
Do
put
any
your
of us-
hands
do
up.
any of us-
We don't speak Orcish. Sorry.
They don't care.
I don't know if the hands up works with orcs.
The orcs do not
What's worth
care.
a shot? What are you guys doing?
Well, we stealth by, so we could just kind of
Oh
ignore you.
no! Well,
No,
you
I-
stealth.
But they spotted all of us, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've all been spotted.
So the
Yeah.
orcs that came out of S1 have seen the rest of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
just to check, none of us speak Orcish. Is that correct?
uh,
How would we find that on our character sheet? Languages.
it'd be under languages. So
Yeah,
actually,
On the far left, under proficiencies and languages at the bottom, Gary.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me pull that up.
I mean, do
Common,
any of
Dwarvish, Elvish,
you
Unlanguage.
do any of you have a reason to speak Orcish?
Try to negotiate with these orcs. You know. it doesn't
No, I'm
have to-
asking like
didn't-
in your backstory.
Backstory.
Jeez,
I
I
didn't
don't
add
know.
it. No.
Why am I doing
All
that? I
right.
can click on your name. What am I doing? I have the D&D Beyond overlay, and I'm like, why am I going to your character sheet? Oh yeah, Brian. I think does that plus 10 still?
I tried to get rid of it.
I will
Hold
look
on.
at your.
I thought I reset. Hold on. I thought I reset it. and
I
it
think you have to
didn't. There we
delete
go.
it out of your HP. Okay.
Do
It may
I
take a
just-
second to reset.
No, I don't. Okay, just cancel. No, how do? There we go.
Okay.
That
All
should do
right.
it.
Yeah, I may have to refresh, but I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, Archon's not like doing the hands up thing. He's just essentially put like hands out, like, just like, okay, caught, not going for any weapons.
I mean, I don't know if we can
just the
avoid
beat.
combat. This.
No,
It
you
doesn't look like
can't.
we're
Okay.
going to avoid combat.
All right,
It-
so we're just
No.
gonna have to.
It was
Definitely.
worth a try.
All right.
I mean, it was a valiant effort. It was, and I'm not faulting you
Alright.
for it. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. However, the 8 has foiled you, and you're hearing the alarm. And from what you see, there's these 7 orcs now coming out of where S1 is, and roll initiative.
We all
going to
roll initiative.
Yes, I'm going to
Okay.
roll initiative for the orcs.
Where's my initiative again? Is it INT? No, that's intelligence, right?
No, just
got a
roll.
Next to your
10.
armor. It's next to your armor class
Yep.
on the sheet.
So yeah,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
I see it.
click,
I got
you
it.
click
sorry.
on that.
-1.
If you it'll roll.
13.
Okay. All right, you. So I'm just putting this in our chat. So orcs 1 through 4 have a 3 initiative,
I rolled an 18.
Dang.
and orcs 5 through 8 have an 18 initiative.
Learning question for the DM.
Yes.
Is this a typical thing at the beginning of a combat encounter, rolling initiative? Is that something you do first?
Yes. So you know what order people are going in.
Got it.
Yes, Barb. You said you had 18 or 19.
Yeah, I have a disadvantage or whatever. I have a -1, so I rolled a 19, so I have an 18.
What is your strength?
It is. Where do I see that? I see proficiency, speed, armor, HP.
Hold on, let me go back.
I don't know what it looks like on the mobile page, but on mine it's right at the top.
I can tell you in a second.
Yeah, it should be for mobile. It should be all the way at the top.
You have a 14 strength.
It's not on this. Must be on the next page.
No, it's at least on the desktop. It's on top.
Yeah, it's not on here.
So the orcs have a higher strength. They have a 19 total. So they will go first. So Barb after second group of orcs.
Okay.
Marenghi, what was your initiative?
My initiative was 13. No, wait, was it? No, sorry, it was. Yeah, it was 13.
Okay, and Smoop,
My which?
your initiative.
It was 10.
Okay.
That was a 10.
So Arkhon and Smoop, who has the higher dexterity?
I have a +3.
That'd be Smoop.
So what's the total?
I have a
Oh,
13
shit.
dex.
Sorry. I was looking at saving throws. I have 13 + 1, so
Okay, so we both have a 13 dex.
yeah.
Okay.
So group 2 of orcs, then Barb, then Marenghi, Smoop, Archon, and orcs group 1. And I'm putting the guard in group 2 or group the lower initiative because he has to come down from the tower if he does that. Orcs group 2. So the initiative order is the first group of orcs, some of them that are pouring out of the room, out of the off the thing, Barb, Marenghi, Smoop, Arkhon, then the other group of orcs. That is your combat order.
Okay.
So, this is the fun part for me. I just have to pull up orcs, see how many hit points they have. Okay.
This is like our first real scrap, like a proper battle.
Yeah, because I mean, you didn't want to fight the rats I sent to you.
Wow, that felt personal.
It was.
There's a noise at my door. I'll be right back.
Okay, be safe. We will wait till Brian gets back, so we can
Cypher,
chat.
can you also give us an idea of exactly where these guys are coming from, where we are, just for the combat moves, like on the map?
Sure. So if you're looking at the map, S1 is that kind of destroyed foyer looking that's in the middle of S3 and S6.
Yep.
And so you were trying to sneak along the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how the orc guard looked down and saw you. And so
Right.
you're all kind of in this upper, like this middle section between S1 and S6.
Okay.
Got it.
And the orc guard is, I don't know yet what he's going to do, if he's going to try to like use a bow and arrow or if he's going to get on the ground.
Okay.
Because shooting
So,
at a bunch
so-
of people is going to be hard.
So we've got 7 orcs coming out of this gate at S1, and then now the orc in the tower in S6 is kind of behind us, right? Are they
Kind of.
between groups?
He can see, he basically has an aerial view. He has a top down, so he can see you, but it's going to be hard with like basically 11 people on the ground for him not to shoot any of his own people.
Right.
While orcs are warriors, they're not stupid, so he may come down to join the melee, or he may try to use his bow and arrow. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
And hi everyone in the chat. I saw many folks come in while we were plotting. All right. So
All right. Time to throw down, I guess.
it is. Everything okay, Brian?
Yep, things fine.
Okay. All right. So this first group of 4 orcs that saw you, they're just kind of surprised to see anybody out here. They're used to this being very boring, no one passing by, but fighting time. They're excited and they are evil. So even if you spoke orc, it was going to be hard to convince them not to fight. So,
Okay.
who was closest to the door of getting into the fort when you were spotted? So I think Smoop had the best roll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
Smoop had the best
15 or
stealth roll.
something.
Okay, so Smoop,
Mhm.
one of the orcs sees you and it attacks you.
Perfect.
I'm going to roll. What is your armor class?
It is 12.
You are very lucky the orc misses you.
Ooh.
That is one orc that misses you.
Smoop, there it is.
Smoop.
Oh my god.
I like that is one orc though.
Well, there's 4. This is a group of 4 orcs.
Oh god.
So Archon, you are the next one spotted by the next orc. What is your armor class?
12.
This one hits you. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Yikes.
I didn't. Yeah, because even without adding its plus to hit, it would have hit you. So I get to use a D12 for once. Yay! Sorry, I'm very
That
excited.
was way too exciting. I don't like this.
Why do you roll a D12 now?
Because it's using a great axe. So all your weapons have different dice to do damage. So
okay.
So that's where the D20 system gets a little confusing for some folks. Where
Archon doesn't think it's that great. Okay, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's an axe. To the orc, it's great. To Archon, maybe not so much.
Not great for me.
Yeah.
I just, I'm not out to murder you. I swear. But I never get to roll. I have all these D12s and I never get to use them, so that's why I'm excited. Oh, you're very lucky. It didn't do too much damage, but it did do 8 slashing damage, Archon. I'm sorry.
So Brian now has to input that into his character sheet, right, to reflect that?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Smoop, another orc has noticed you.
How could they not?
I mean, you do look like Henry Cavill, so. Wow, my critical roll dice are failing me. I feel like they need to go in dice jail today. That was only a 2, so it misses you.
It's good
So
for
when
the
does
sun.
Barb
See
get
my
to
back.
swing?
Yeah.
Barb is going to be next, I believe, because you and the first group of orcs had the same initiative. That's why I asked what your strength was, because the greater strength would go. So 2 orcs have gone, or 3. I lost
3.
count.
2.
That was well.
No,
the
because
first one at Smoop, the second one at Arkhon, and then Smoop again.
Yeah,
right.
the third encounter's about to start, I think.
Yes, and so
So you just missed, right?
Yeah, so the second orc that noticed Smoop has missed.
Okay.
The third. It was the third orc.
Yeah,
Smoop
that
was
missed
attacked the
Smoop.
second time and was missed.
So there's a
Arkhon-
fourth one.
Yes, and Marenghi, it is your lucky day. Wow, my crit roll d20 is going in the dice jail. I literally have dice jail on my desk. It was a 5. I'm
Keep
pretty
using
sure.
Bad for you, good for us.
Just keep using that one. It's fine.
No.
It's fine.
No. Hey, that's the same one that got you.
Powers are strong with this group.
That was the same one that got you an 18, Brian. Are you
The
sure you
critical
wanna
role
make
gods
this?
protect me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
well,
got.
I can be a dramatic sacrifice.
We're not killing the only black guy. No.
That's too much of a trope.
No.
I just meant sacrifice to be damaged. I didn't mean like dang. Yeah, that got wow.
That got dark.
is
That
bad.
escalated quickly.
It did. So
Why is it my lucky day, by the way?
the dice rolled you. The dice.
Oh.
I got a 2. Or I'm sorry, I got a 5.
Oh, that was mine. Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I can see everything in D&D Beyond. So, like, if someone can't roll or can't see their character for some reason, I can always pull it up as a DM. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yes, I was wondering why you didn't ask me what my armor class was.
yeah, because it's a 5. I'm pretty sure 5 doesn't hit you.
Okay. Yeah, my armor's 16.
Yeah, so you're good, and you're all level 4. So unless I get either really, really good rolls or one of you isn't wearing armor, you should be okay.
Okay.
All right. So the first group of orcs has gone. Barb, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm just my.
It's time for Barb to
I've got
go
Maul
berserk.
with a melee weapon with a 5-foot reach
Right.
and an unarmed strike that also has a 5-foot reach. How far away are they?
In your case, remember there's 2 groups of orcs.
Yeah.
One has gotten further, and those are the ones you encountered. And there's still 3 more orcs on the ground, so you could take your pick of an orc to attack. You could pick the one that either of the 2 that attacked Smoop, that's one that attacked Arkhon, or the one that attacked Marenghi.
Well, I'll go for the one that attacked Archon because they hurt him.
Okay. So
I like
roll a d20 and add 4.
Right. This is for Maul.
Correct. Unarmed
Okay.
strike means you have no weapon in your hand. You're
I
just
see.
punching them. Yeah.
All right. So roll the d20. That's the biggest one. Yeah.
Yes.
You said roll it twice.
Roll it once and then add 4.
Okay. Roll.
And she's rolling this on a specific weapon, is that right?
Yes. So
Okay.
that'll determine what dice she rolls if she hits.
Got it.
I did it wrong.
Uh,
But I hit it twice. I don't know what the first one was, but the second one is bad.
do you have
Let's see.
do you have more than one attack per turn?
I don't know.
Because you have a armor spike attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
So as a bonus, you could do that. What is the better roll for your?
I pressed it the first time, nothing happened. And then the second time I rolled a 4, but I didn't see the first one. So, but either way, it's not good. So what I can roll again for the second attack.
No, I was trying to see if you had a second attack.
Oh, I don't,
Yeah.
it's bonus actions, armor spike attack.
Yes. So while you're wearing spiked armor and are
Also-
raging,
Yeah.
you could make another weapon melee attack. Are you wearing spiked armor?
I'm not sure. I can see my armor class. Would I look in equipment?
Yes. I don't think you are. You are wearing heavy plate.
Okay.
And that's what's giving you a disadvantage on stealth. We'll have to work on
Oh,
that.
because she's
next time.
clanky.
Yeah. Because as a warrior, that shouldn't make a difference, but it's a stealth roll that gives you disadvantage. Since D&D Beyond's being a little weird, go ahead and roll again and see what you get.
Okay.
Because again, I'm not trying to murder everyone.
No, I know. Let's see. Roll. I wait this time.
Whoa,
Okay,
look at
pressed it.
Shannon's magic hand.
And nothing happened.
Are you hitting the +4?
There, it just says no. It just says 4
All right, I'm gonna roll
again.
for you.
I'm not sure I'm doing it right. So I'll let you roll for me.
Okay, you got a 10. That you rolled
Okay.
a 6. Unfortunately, that does not hit the orc. It's a little short.
Okay.
So role play out what that looks like. You trying to like go in with your maul against this orc with a great axe.
What? And it hit into the wall.
Oh no.
Oh no!
The full performance.
I love it. All right.
That didn't go so well.
Yeah, but it's not bad. But Marenghi, you were next, and you could what are you doing?
Okay, so I have 3 weapons at my disposal. Should I select which weapon I want to attack with?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at your character sheet really quick. Because as a paladin, you may have 2 attacks. That's also a lot of weaponry. We should talk about that between sessions.
Oh yeah, I'm like geared up.
Gary just carrying a shit ton of weapons.
Prepared, yeah.
Just like
walking
pulls out
armor.
weapons.
That's why we can never stealth. Okay, that's why.
I'm like the guy in the movie where they say like, before you come into the bar, you have to surrender all weapons, and he takes like 5 minutes to like bring them all out of his socks and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, question: are you going to attack with a weapon, or are you going to use one of your paladin abilities?
Oh well, that's an interesting question.
And if you need help with paladin abilities, I can explain that since I play a paladin.
Yeah, please do.
All right. So, in a case like this, it wouldn't help much in terms of things because these are not like undead creatures. But if you did a divine smite, you would do additional damage, like radiant light damage, in addition to whatever your sword or whatever of your billion weapons you pick. So the way a smite will work is you roll to see if you hit, and then if you do hit something, in this case, you would add 2 extra d8s for your total damage.
Okay.
And then if you roll, let's say when you roll, if you get a B, because we're using D&D Beyond, that is a nat 20 and a crit. So you would double all of your damage.
All right. So that sounds like maybe the better way to go.
Yes, you just say I am doing a divine smite. So basically it gives a bonus to the melee weapon you are using.
Let's do it. I mean, I'm a paladin. Let's use my paladin skills.
All right, so are you using your scimitar or flail? Because a javelin you have to throw.
Scimitar.
Simmadana. I'm gonna. I think. Okay. So this. Savi, just help me understand what I'm looking
Yeah.
at. So the scimitar, I would roll a d6 plus 3. The flail, I would roll a d8
Well,
plus 3.
If you hit, you got to roll a d20 first and add 5 to see if you hit the orc.
Got it. Okay. So I definitely want to do the paladin divide smite business.
So we'll add that if you hit.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna bludgeon this orc.
So what are you
Because
using?
Marenghi likes to bludgeon things whenever possible.
So
he's always looking for the next bludgeoning opportunity.
So what are you using to bludgeon?
The flail.
Okay, so roll a d20 and add 5.
Okay, so just a generic d20, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Or if you're using your sheet, click on the +5 and it'll roll it for you.
I will.
Next to the flail.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll right now. Here we go. $14 plus 5.
You hit the orc.
Yeah, better.
Hey, that's
Very
not
nice.
guaranteed. The dice are not always your friends, as we know. So, you're going to roll a D. So you're gonna roll 3d8.
Okay.
And add. Hold on, I need to go back and make sure that we do this. So divine smite. So you're
On
gonna
my
roll.
flail, it says 1d8 plus 3.
Right,
Is
but
that
you're
what I'm
doing a
clicking on to
radiant.
roll?
You're doing a divine smite, which adds 2 more d8s.
Okay.
So you're rolling 3d8 total, and then adding 3 more to it.
Okay. So where should I be clicking to roll here? On the flail?
So roll on the flail first. On the 1d8 plus 3.
Okay. I'm rolling that right now.
And what is that
Kick
total?
its ass, Gary.
That's a 9. 6 plus 3.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah, I rolled a 6 and it tuned it up to a 9. Got it.
All right, I am looking. Okay, your spells are not there. Hold on. Divine favor. For whatever reason, divine smite is not on your sheet. So I'm gonna roll 2d8 and add it for you because it's not on your sheet for some reason.
Okay.
Because you know 16 spells, but it's not showing up on the sheet.
That's weird.
Well, we can do a second kind of check-in on our character stream, maybe. So add another 6 to that. So what was your total?
So I rolled a 9 the first time.
So you rolled 6 and then added 3.
Yes.
Plus 9, and that's another 6. Gary, how do you want to do this? You have murdered an orc.
I killed an orc.
You killed an orc. One of the 7.
Hey, look at that. First blood to Marenghi. What happens next?
Describe how you kill this orc with your scimitar.
It was the flail.
I'm sorry, your flail.
Hold on, I have to look up what a flail is so I can accurately
Oh my god, Gary.
describe it. Oh wow, it's like a cool
It's a
stick
spike
with
ball
like
and a
3
chain.
spiky balls on the end.
A cool
Wow, I like the
stick
look of
with
it.
3 spiky
Spiky
balls on
balls.
the end.
All right,
It's
so
science.
I did like basically Marenghi. I did like a horizontal slash with my flail, and the 3 chains wrapped around the orc's head, and 2 of the spiky balls went, one in each eye, and the third one went in his mouth, and then I pulled it back and basically tore his head clean off.
What the fuck?
Adam said what was in my mouth.
Okay.
Okay, Marenghi got that bloodlust going.
But Marenghi, I'm telling you, this is Marenghi's one thing that he brings to the party. When shit
One
goes
step.
south.
Well,
One step short of a Duke Nukem boss killing, Gary.
Yeah, I basically turned his head into a bowling ball and then ripped it right off his neck.
all right, so you have murdered an orc. Smoop, you having just seen this, you are next.
Okay. So I have my rapier and a dagger, a couple daggers, it appears. But I think the best chance would be to use the rapier. As
Okay.
it appears to do the most damage, I think.
Okay.
So a rapier is like that crappy kind of flimsy, almost fencing sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
So there were 2
suppose-
orcs that went after you.
Yeah.
Do you have more than 1 attack per round or just 1?
Oh, sorry. I don't know where to check that.
I will check for you.
I also have bagpipes. I don't know if those come in handy here. Bagpipes.
Are you from the Highland Smoops?
No. I
Did you
just like bagpipes.
Did you just choose the most extra and annoying instrument
Lord,
you could think of?
Whoa. I take as a bagpiper. I take
Whatever.
offense to most annoying instrument. There are more
Bagpipes
annoying
are actually a
instruments.
beautiful instrument when played well.
Oh,
but
Gary
it's-
likes
I-
them?
I-
don't know
Smoop,
if
though.
Smoop's capable of
It's
doing
Smoop.
that. But
Come on.
yeah, it's going to be like listening to a cat getting strangled.
Wow. So remember, you were fighting orcs. You can give Smoop a hard time after you survive this combat, if you survive.
Uh,
Damn.
Hey, look, anything's possible. The dice have not been my friend today. So Smoop, are you going for one of the orcs that attacked you? The closest one is also one of the ones that attacked you, so either way.
Yeah. Now I do have a question outside of character.
Okay.
So I do have a spell that is charm person.
Okay.
Now
What is charm?
I'm curious what exactly charm person does. As a video game person, that makes me think like, oh, you charm them, then they're on your side. So like, say I charmed someone, he could help us fight against the other orcs.
Yes. So I'm gonna read out what charm person does.
Okay.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, and you are in combat,
Okay.
so I'd get to roll twice and take the higher one. If
Okay.
it fails, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until you and your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed. So basically, it will think you're a friend. You can't order it to do things,
Okay.
but it'll think you're a friend versus foe.
So if it would probably aid us in battle, considering we're being attacked. And
It
we're its
might.
friends. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, but also as you said, if we're in battle with it, I take a disadvantage on the cast. So I
take an advantage on the saving throw. So you only roll So basically, I roll to see if the orc
Okay.
fails or succeeds against the saving throw required.
Yeah.
And if I do, if I succeed, well, you tried.
Okay.
That's it's a spell, so it's not your action. You can still try to attack. Normally that wouldn't be the way, but again, I'm not trying to murder all of you. So like, okay, you failed the charm, and oh shit, I should fight it. But if I fail the wisdom saving throw, then that one orc of the 6, because Marenghi killed one, is going to consider you a friend versus foe.
Okay, so it is possible for me to say in this turn, cast the charm, potentially charm this one, and ask him if he'll join me in attacking the other one near me.
You could charm person doesn't I'm not sure charm person will let you could ask, but I don't know if that means the orc would actively fight other orcs for you. If you had something like command, so paladins
okay.
actually get this, and other classes, because I have it as a paladin, you could command someone, basically, or you could just be like, "You're our friend, don't fight us," or something.
Okay, so one way or another, if I can cast the spell and then I can attack.
Yeah, so normally you wouldn't really do that, but also we're all learning, and I figure a spell I'm treating a first level spell like a free action. Normally you would not do that.
It's a very dirty tactic to cast a spell on this orc to make him think he's your friend and then basically like shiv him while his guard is down. Seems
So
like
you
where
did
you're
me,
going
Gary.
with this. What I didn't do anything like that. What are you talking about?
In real life.
Oh, in reality, yeah, just not in reality.
And actually, while we're talking about this out of character, if you manage to charm the orc, it could be an attack of opportunity. No, because you would then be attacking the orc. That wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No, because you have a bonus action or reaction. So like, you could get an attack of opportunity if someone reacted or if someone attacked you and snuck up on you. But no one has snuck up on you. You all saw this coming. So you
Also,
could try.
I think my charm person is a 2nd level spell.
Yes, you're level 4.
Okay.
Are you trying to do it at? No, you are at 1st level. Or did you change it to 2nd level?
No, I'm just looking right now, and under all it says there's 2 things
Oh.
under first level.
So you could
and
try
one
to
thing
charm
under-
2 orcs, actually.
Oh, damn.
You could try.
Okay, let me try and charm the 2 orcs nearby me.
All right, I'm gonna roll 2d20s. I need to beat a 14 to see if you manage to charm these orcs or not.
Do I click that now? The cast?
No, I need to roll.
Oh, sorry. I just mean, do I click cast under the spells? So it'll, like,
Yes.
Use it as a slot.
Sure, yes. And actually, you are in luck. The orcs both failed. I got 11 on both dice.
Failure orcs.
Does that mean that Smoop has successfully charmed the orcs?
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, Smoop is very charming, and I'm sorry.
Smoop him up, smoop him in. Let Smoop begin.
Oh my god.
Battle Smoop, that's a sin. No, okay, sorry.
Oh dear.
So, you know these are going to be gifts before the show is over.
Every time, right?
Yep.
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay, so now the 2 orcs near me, at the very least, think they're our friends,
Correct.
or at least my friend, or
They
is
see
it like
you as friendly. There's nothing
Okay.
about anyone else they see as friendly, but they won't attack you.
Okay, and it's not in my benefit to now take that opportunity to stealthily attack them when they think I'm their friend.
I mean, I would say no, because if you attack one of them, it's going to basically negate the charm.
Okay, so now,
Mm-hmm.
who is the next orc closest to any of my companions?
The one that stared in horror for a second as Marenghi popped off his friend's head.
Yeah, he's still shocked. He's still in deep shock having seen that happen.
It's like an XCOM
Okay.
when soldiers aliens freak out and they become demoralized and they're like, "Oh God, what happened?"
I mean that was Marenghi's whole tactic, was to decapitate the guy in such shocking fashion that it basically had an area effect on all the others are now like psychologically
Perfect.
freaked out.
I'm going to use that opportunity to run at that one and aim for the head with my rapier.
All right, roll a d20, and what is your attack bonus?
Okay, so my attack bonus is
3.
I have
So if
no
you click
idea.
on the +3 next to the rapier, it'll roll for you.
Oh, okay. Go to my plus.
Although I
Smooth.
should make you have disadvantage because you're going for basically an aimed shot.
Sorry, what's that?
Normally, I would make you take disadvantage because you're going for a very specific aim shot.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't know that actually mattered.
I mean, it could. But go, please roll. What did you get?
Okay, so
Oh,
just hit
hi,
this
Kat.
+3.
Yes, so click the +3.
got an 18 +3.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you have hit the orc. Roll that damage button next to it, and let's see what you did. What cat? I'm sorry, my cat has come out to say hello.
I got a
Cat?
7.
I have a cat. You probably can see.
I
him.
saw it. There it is.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah.
Oh, wrong way.
Where's old man Genki? Where's old man Genki? There you
He's
go.
hard to see. No matter which way I turn, it's the wrong way. There you go.
What's
There you
his
go.
name?
Genki.
Genki?
Yes.
Genki.
Cute.
He is a 20-year-old grumpy old man.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have what's your damage on the orc?
7 +1.
Oh, that
so
orc
an
is
8.
hurting. Because they're orcs, but they're not like super well equipped orcs. So
Okay.
explain how this rapier to the face looks.
Okay, so like he's hurt pretty, or the orc is hurt pretty bad.
The orc is hurting. He's not down, but he's like, I mean, if I ran at you with a rapier to the face, it would hurt.
Okay. Have you heard the story
Are you telling
of
a story?
the guy who gets a rebar in his brain and then he survived it? So think if you haven't heard that story, you should definitely look it up. It's fascinating. But
I thought you were telling this
essentially-
in character. Oh my god.
essentially what Smoop does is I just run at the guy from a distance and just right into the side of his head, in his ear hole.
Oh, and out the other? You've skewered him?
And then I can't actually get it out. It's stuck. But he's got a rapier through his head.
Like straight
He's
through the
hurting.
side of his head like a shish kebab?
Yeah.
Okay.
All
But
right.
it's like
But that hasn't killed him.
No, it sounds like
He's not
this
having a
orc is
good
still
day.
alive.
He's not having a good time right now.
I mean, people
Now,
have
is he-
survived with things in their
Oh, yeah.
skull.
Now, is the orc now flailing around with the rapier through his head, or are you like still holding on to it?
So this was, that's a good question. Did
That's
you
a great question. Oh
Did
my
you
gosh.
let go of the rapier?
Well, I'm assuming based on being a changeling comparatively to an orc is probably a foot or two taller than me, because orcs are very large. So I would have had to jump up. So either I'm hanging on and still hanging from the orc, or I have to let go. So Smoop's letting go.
So, Smoop, you instead of I just imagine Smoop like holding on like this, just waving around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
this
oh.
orc is like flinging him around like a rag doll because Smoop will not let go of the rapier.
Whose turn is next? Can I try to grab it for him
Oh
and
my
pull it
God.
out?
Yeah,
it's
maybe if we all
actually-
grab him, we can all yank it out together.
So Arkhon is next, actually. But Adam, I want you to role play the letting go of this rapier and how far.
This is
it
a
plunges.
fantastic fight.
Well, let me think here for a moment. Okay, so
God.
my two options are I've now stabbed this through this fella's head, and I can either hang on to distract or let go and lose my rapier for the rest until I can retain it, right?
Correct. I mean, you do have other options as you do have some magic to attack.
Who's next?
Archon
Archon.
is next.
All right, Archon.
Did we establish
So-
how much that skewering of the orc's brain did in terms of like hit points damage?
8, I
Said
believe.
Okay.
8 points. Yeah, 8 points.
Significant, I suspect.
You are hurting this orc. And depending on hold on, we have
Yeah,
a
hold
ban
on.
in
We
the
got a
chat.
thing. Sorry about that.
If a mod could do me a favor and report and put that in our mod channel, I would love it. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Let me just grab a shot of that.
Thank you. So yeah.
Okay, so what I would then like to do, instead of actually letting go, how about I just hold on, and while I hold on to this, he's obviously going to struggle, this orc, because he's not happy about this rapier through its head. So it gives Archon the opportunity, I imagine, to attack a distracted. orc.
No, an attack of opportunity would be if you snuck up on the orc. The orc very much knows you're there because you have stuck your rapier through its head, and you already did a spell, so you're not going to get 2 attacks and a spell. So whenever Brian is ready, it will be Archon's turn.
All right. Just had to
No worries.
thing because being on
Yep.
Twitch is great. Some days
Yeah.
it's great.
People are
No,
great.
I meant to. I should have. I realized what I planned to do. I think I should have said sooner, but I think I can still do it now. Archon, as a reaction to being attacked, is casting Hellish Rebuke.
If it's in reaction, you would have had to do it on that. Oh, so you're looking at the one basically that are you? So wait, are you attacking the
It's-
one with the rapier through its head, or
No,
2 of the ones that Adam or Smoop charmed?
actually, is oh wait, which one attacked me?
So
Or is that,
one
is
of
that
the-
one dead?
so for the sake of ease of combat, it's the one that Smoop has now shish kebabbed.
Okay, but they're still standing.
You can
Oh,
hellish
Smoop
rebuke
is
them.
still holding on. Like,
Yeah, I'm
like-
still
Oh.
I'm up there
Oh.
like
Like, your
being
feet are off
swung
the floor,
around,
right? Basically
from
hanging
this
off of
damn
Oh, I
thing.
thought
Oh,
you
I-
let go.
My bad. I thought.
No, I think
yeah,
he's
I
still
thought you
hanging
let go.
on.
So we're still doing.
Oh no,
the-
I wanted to hold on.
Okay.
There's
I
still
should
2 other
actually, I
orcs.
would-
I should have known.
So remember, the 2 orcs that have been charmed only see Smoop as a friend.
Yeah.
Not the rest of you. So if you want to attack one of the other orcs, feel free.
But so essentially, Hellish Rebuke is a reaction, which I take in response to being damaged. So is that something I should have tried to say once I took the damage then, or?
Yes, but
Okay.
we'll allow it. You can rebuke.
I rebuke thee. So essentially, it is a reaction to the creature who damaged me.
Okay.
And you point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a Dex saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
And it's at second level, so that's 3d10.
I like the sound of
Oh.
hellish flames.
So and it says the saving is a Dex 13.
Okay, so I've got to roll and beat a 13. Because orcs are not very dexterous, so I've only got a +1 on my saving. And I failed.
Aw.
See, I tried it for you all too, and it still failed me. So I'm telling on you to Matt D20.
Wow. Okay, so let me roll. Hold on, let me make sure I did this right. It is 3d10 fire damage. So okay, that's 15 points of damage.
So you have murdered another orc.
Yay!
Yes.
Murder.
How?
I don't think technically it's murder. They attacked us, right? This
I'm
is
being.
self-defense.
It's being. I'm trying for
it's
dramatics.
it's still murder. I mean, we
It's straight up cold-blooded murder.
So it's
Technically,
self-defense.
we were
it's
just
combat.
standing here. Yeah.
So
I didn't do nothing.
when you get a chance, or not when you get a chance. Sorry, I was reading out something else. Tell us how this fiery demise happens, Arkhon.
Okay. And have we established that this is the one that also Smoop is currently
No, it's not the one that Smoop is hanging on to. I wouldn't do that to Smoop because I'm sure that would almost kill Smoop.
I was going to say, he's already shish kebabbed. You might as well cook him.
Well, if Smoop had let go, it would have been great dramatically. But I don't want to shish kebab. I don't want to barbecue Smoop.
So what you're saying is,
Well, let's not
Arkhon
be
has
so
now
hasty.
now barbecued one of my pals.
Scary, please, Gary.
One of my new pals.
Might get a little bit singed, but he's okay. He's good.
Collateral damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess so Archon is still reeling from being slashed with a great axe, and his eyes turn a little more of a solid color than usual, like almost a solid black, and he just starts this trail of infernal cursing starts coming. Like he is like, I can't believe you made me bleed my own blood, kind of like angry. And he points his finger at this orc, this now we know very unfortunate orc, and you hear this thump, like almost just an opposite vacuum, and flames just head to toe appear on this orc, like nowhere, even like no one, like they're just there, like all of a sudden, not all of a sudden there. And with 15 points of damage, what do we have, an orc kebab? Or...
So you just basically made this orc spontaneously combust?
Yes.
You've got if you were the kind of person to eat another sentient being, you'd have orc barbecue. But
okay, I didn't know if it was enough for ash or simply char.
Let's go with char. If you'd done more damage, we'd say ash.
Okay. Then yeah, he's basically just staring, pointing. It is like, if anyone has seen the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, it's just like and
There's
fire
another gif
everywhere. And then yeah, I am satisfied but still in pain.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And with that, I believe it is the second group of orcs' turn.
Did that fire attack that killed that orc? I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
It did.
Okay. So are we up to 3 dead now?
You are.
Okay.
No, wait. 2 dead. 1 with a rapier through its brain.
Oh, that one's still alive.
Barely. He's
Okay.
not looking so hot.
So we have 1.5 living orcs to fight.
Barb,
No.
what happened when you attacked?
Nothing. I missed and I
She
hit
missed.
the wall.
Oh, I just
It
wanted
was a
to-
glorious swing. It was
I
glorious.
just wanted to
So
bring that
remember,
up.
there were 8 orcs total.
Oh, there. Okay.
So there
Two
were
down so
7 on the
far.
ground, and then the one in the tower.
Okay.
So it is now.
Of the 7 that are in front of us, 2 are dead, and the other one is flailing around wearing Smoop like jewelry currently.
And 2 are my friend.
No,
Two.
Arkhon killed one that was your friend.
You son of a bitch.
It wasn't a real friend. It was a coerced friendship, Smoop. It wasn't real.
Aren't all friendships coerced?
Yeah,
Look,
you
wh-
gaslighted
I don't
that
know
one.
about you.
When they talk about going out and making friends, they don't literally mean making friends, okay?
Oh, right.
And this is why you've been alone, Smoop.
Oh wow, that was a
Shots
little spice.
fired.
That was a little spice.
Well, I'm gonna
on
need you
that.
to roll a
Wow.
d20 to see how much that hurts.
That is
Oh.
yeah.
Roll for burn
You want to roll for
damage.
burn damage?
roll a d20 on emotional cruelty.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah.
just had to get that.
Wow.
That's for all of the Sunfish shenanigans.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
haven't
about.
seen the sculpture. We got to see the sculpture later.
It's like Smoop finally makes a friend, and literally 1 minute later, Arkhon burns him alive.
Well, let's get through the second group of orcs, and then we will take a small break because we're about at that point. So I'm going to go for the orc that is in the tower. He has not yet come down. He's trying to shoot one of these people that are invading. I'm gonna have him roll attack at a disadvantage with his javelin. Because he does not have a bow and arrow like I thought.
Oh, he's going to throw a javelin?
He's gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll twice. I'm gonna have him at a disadvantage because people are moving on the ground and it's several feet up. So I'm rolling twice. Whichever's the lower one is what I'm gonna take. So with a javelin, that is first roll's a 17,
Ooh.
and the second
Oh, I
roll's a
don't like that.
22.
Oh, no. Someone's going to get skewered with this javelin.
So of everyone here, who gets hit by 17?
How do we find that
How
out?
do we tell them?
Your armor class.
So if it's lower
Oh.
than that, yes.
If it is under a 17, yes.
But only one of us can get hit, right? What if multiples are under 17?
Only one of you can get hit. I'm going to roll a d6 to see who gets hit.
I'm at
Okay.
18.
So
16.
if it hit Barb, it would just kind of like playing off your armor.
Right. I'm a 16, so I'm in the firing line.
Well,
Smoop.
What if I just don't tell you?
I can look at your
She can look it
character.
up.
we can all look at your sheet, right?
It's like a kid being like, if I close my eyes, they can't see me.
You know I can see your armor class and it's only a 12.
You're also,
Shit.
currently an earring off of an orc right now, so it's not like
Right, so it's going to be harder to hit you anyway.
Fair point.
It's going to aim for Marenghi, but that doesn't mean that it's going to... Well, it did hit you. What is... Okay, I'm trying to see what the javelin is. So the good news is, if it hits you, it's not doing... Well, it hit you. It's not doing a lot of damage, though.
And is that because my armor class is only one less than 17?
Yeah, but you only took 6 damage. I'm sorry,
Okay.
9 damage. You took 9
All right.
piercing. That is
Okay,
the
so
orc
I have
in the
to-
tower. So subtract 9.
Okay, so I basically put in 9 and click damage on the character sheet.
Correct.
Okay, done. 27 hit points remain.
So we are down to how many? So we had 7 orcs on the ground. 2 are dead. One has Smoop dangling off an ear. I need to do math. Good lord. So that leaves 4 on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these 3 have not taken their shot because the 8th is the orc in the tower. I gotta remember that. Barb, one of them is going to go for you. You said you have an 18 armor class.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it just misses you.
Sick.
So so you luckily hear the whistle of a great axe coming at you. Because it's an orc and it's big. So you just hear this like terrible
Kalimble!
whistle. So you you weren't great at the stealth and nimbleness, which is how we got here, but you heard the whistle of this axe and you bounced back out of the way, so you were safe.
Nice.
Barb is in the Matrix right now.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I'm
Right?
imagining like a very dramatic, like slow motion shot of the axe, like just barely missing her.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh my god, she's disappearing.
That's how good her roll was.
I
She
was gonna
disappeared.
say that is a dodge
That's
roll.
a good
That's a
stealth
dodge roll
right there.
right
Not even
there.
we can see her.
Smoop, even though you are dangling off of this orc's head, the other one is gonna try, and I'm gonna make myself have disadvantage on this because you're flailing around. He's gonna try to throw his javelin at you,
Oh,
but I'm
this
giving
could be
myself disadvantage though because you are a moving target.
and moving target connected to his friend.
Yeah.
That's why he's aiming. Okay, so I'm giving myself disadvantage. Oh my god, you're so lucky. I missed by 1 on the
Wow.
on the lower one because you're moving, so I gave myself disadvantage. So Smoop, as you're like dangling and flailing around, you feel like a javelin kind of almost like skirt across like your shoulder, but it doesn't hurt. But you feel that brush of like, oh god, I can't say that.
Just grazed.
Yeah, he got grazed, but I was like by the shaft, and I'm like, god damn it.
No.
Yeah,
Carry on. The
The
shaft
grazed your shoulder.
rolled over
Okay.
the shaft grazed my shoulder. Calm down.
So no damage.
No damage, barely. You were very lucky. And the last one is gonna go after Marenghi. And you have
Again?
Yeah, you're there. You
I
remember you took someone's head off in front of them.
You're,
I know, I
you're
probably
literally
enraged
the
some
one
of
to
them.
attack. You are
Yeah.
the one. You are the threat
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, and also you said your armor class is a 16?
correct.
Oh, your luck is not with you. The orc got a
no.
total of 18.
God damn it. What does that mean?
That means I'm going to roll a d12 and see how much this hurts you. Ah! I'm not going to re-roll that. Take 8 more slashing damage.
What was wrong with that roll?
It almost fell off the table,
Oh, okay.
but so I barely caught the die.
All right. I took another. I'm taking a lot of damage this encounter. Down to I've taken 8. I've lost almost half my hit points.
How many do you have still?
I have 19 remaining of 36. I took 2. I took a couple of big hits.
Just to give you some context into how privileged Marenghi's life is. You're at half your hit points. That's my total hit points.
It's not about privilege. It's the class. I mean, I guess it is. It's a class thing. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, a coin.
It is absolutely class.
coin.
That is class privilege. Yes.
It is. It's class privilege.
Wow. So we've got
Thank you.
So just to recap before we take a quick break, 2 orcs are down.
Okay.
1 orc is hurting. With Marenghi.
That's the shish kebabbed one, right?
That's the shish kebab. And then we have 3 on the ground and 1 in the tower still. Hey.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to take like 2 to 5 minutes for everyone to stretch, get water. I need water because I'm getting far too silly with this and combat.
I need a coffee.
I should
I'm
make
going
coffee.
I'm going for a cocktail to increase the silly. This is fantastic.
Yes.
I think so far this combat encounter has been terrific.
Yes. So now you're
I
going
want
to
to see the big budget movie version of this fight.
Yes.
I did it. Phew.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes. All right. We're going to take
All right.
a break.
Not gonna
Everyone,
flash.
everyone, please go get food, water, or drink. I'm going to do the same, and we'll be back in 5 or 10. Not 10.
All right, see
That's
you
too long.
All right, see you in a few.
All right.
We are not yet muted on my stream. I am unmuting us. I'm
Adam-
unmuting
No,
us.
no,
Just
I
so
thought
you
he was
know.
gonna-
I'm
Adam,
good to go.
Adam, do you have your entrance planned?
I'm all good to go.
Okay.
I
Do you want to
am-
make an entrance, or do you want to already be seated when we come back?
No, just go.
I want the
Well,
entrance.
we're back
We're
on my
back.
end. So.
Awesome.
We're back.
Hello.
Hello
Hi.
again, everyone.
Hi,
Here
how's
comes
everyone
Adam.
doing? And thanks, Steve, for the raid.
Oh my god.
Oh hell no!
Are you
It's Ash.
Fly.
It's Ash.
He wants to be.
Oh, it's
the
Ash
very
Pokemon.
Like
I
no
want to be
one
the
ever
very
was.
best.
Oh god!
Like no one ever was.
Pokemon, Pokemon.
Oh, you guys
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
Pokemon?
I just
Yeah,
need to
we're-
know.
How did you get that in a grown-up size?
Does it
It's,
look like a grown-up size?
It's for a large. It's for a large
You're a
child.
very large child.
So
I
it's
will-
appropriately
Yeah,
sized
so
for
perfect
you then.
for you then,
Okay.
basically, a big overgrown child.
I assure you, when I put it on, it went. Ramp.
Wow. Hello,
Wow.
everyone.
F's in
Wow.
chat for
What is that on
outfit.
your hat?
That is.
That's
For the
that's the
C.
logo that Ash
That's
has
what
on his
Ash
hat,
is. Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No idea
I don't know
that
what it
means.
stands for.
It's like
Yeah.
Illuminati
Angle for a
thing.
second, it looked like it was a Dratini or something.
I mean, it kind of looks like a big L.
So you're saying Adam
know,
took the L?
Unbelievable.
You know, it's
This
like-
is my Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the
Adam,
Tanuki
that-
from Animal Talking.
That's a Tanuki, Adam.
You
Wait,
got
is
a
it
real
lewd
one?
because of that little penis?
To thank Adam for his behind the scenes service on Animal Talking, we sent him that Tanuki.
Because
you're
he's always
s-
making
I'm
it
out.
for
I'm
everyone.
out. This is a
Yeah,
can't.
and because he was always constantly
Nope.
sending the virtual one.
Ah,
I'm done.
Brian's fan.
Lord.
I can't.
Wow.
right,
Yeah, it doesn't
okay.
have big orbs. You are correct, Danny. It does not have big orbs. So we got through a whole round of combat. There are still
That was
some
great.
orcs left.
That was fantastic. I loved it. We're probably still gonna not die, but yay.
You never
When you
know.
say a full round, you mean like every player had an engagement? Is that what
Correct.
constitutes a full round?
Yep.
Okay.
So we are back at the top. And so the remaining orcs on the ground, there's only one of them left, I think. And I think it's the one that Smoop charmed, and then the other one. So there were two.
He charmed two, and Arkhon burned one of them.
Right, I'm just trying to do some math, and I don't have paper, so I should have written this down. So there's Marenghi killed an orc, Arkhon killed an orc.
Yes.
There's a charmed orc that considers Smoop a friend. And there's the other one that Smoop is dangling from.
Yeah.
And then there's the other three that you engaged right before the break, and the one in the tower.
Okay.
So there's 4 orcs to engage.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
4
five-
still completely active, untouched. 2 dead. 1 wounded. 1 charmed.
Correct. So the remaining orcs of that first group, I should say, he's gonna try to go for Smoop and just pull him. Since throwing the javelin, he saw the other orc throw a javelin and it missed. He's just gonna try to grab Smoop and pull, and probably wind up hurting the other orc. But he's not thinking; he's just combat mode.
It's like, don't pull it out. Don't pull it
Yeah,
out.
it's like
No.
better to leave. Maybe it's better to leave it in.
Just gonna.
Yeah, this is gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy. I'm looking at Smoops. So versus an orc, you're not gonna win a strength contest. I'm just telling you that now.
Oh, certainly not.
And you're also kind of flailing about. So just for the sake of dramatic tension, Smoop, what you see as you swing forward from the handle of your rapier is 2 orcish hands grabbing you and pulling. And all you hear is the disgusting sound of your rapier being pulled out of this other orc's skull. And you feel
Disgusting or successful?
disgusting because it sounds really gross. brains are disgusting if you've never seen an actual brain. At least to me, they were.
Can we get that sound?
But like the brain hasn't been pulled out of the orc's head like in one piece, right? It's just like brain bits, I would imagine.
Yeah, no, we can't get that sound because I don't have that on deck.
Shannon does. Shannon has it on deck, though.
There you go.
I hate that I know exactly why you know that.
Okay. That just got that. Oh no.
Yeah. There's a scene in the new game. Yeah. So there.
I actually don't. I actually just made it up. It's not from anything.
No, it sounds a little too accurate for what I'm thinking. For something else.
Shannon's a real life
with a human
soundboard,
beatbox.
so-
Shannon Woodward, y'all.
God. So yeah, you hear this squelchy, disgusting sound as you are yanked and dropped on the ground, and of course, pulling a rapier out the wrong way. Not that there's a right way to stick a rapier through someone's ears. That orc falls over dead with a grunt.
Oh, so that finished him off. Okay.
Gary, if someone pulled a rapier out of your head, I'm pretty sure that would kill you.
Pretty sure if
No,
someone put a rapier
I
in your
agree.
head.
I'm just clarifying for the sake of kind of keeping inventory here. But yeah, of course.
Oh yes, if you're
Embarrassing ER visit.
Gary, if you're keeping orc inventory, which sounds so bad. Oh Jesus, I'd never scratch that. If you're keeping tally of the orcs we have killed, that's fine. I was just like,
Yes.
oh, that sounds so bad, considering how people codify orcs. No, just you're keeping tally. Of
Sorry. Yeah,
combat.
I'm keeping count of how many orcs are alive and dead.
Yeah, that just no. My brain went, oh, bad, very
Yeah,
bad.
bad.
No,
bad,
I understand.
Yeah, nope.
So
Cypher.
yes.
I just want to. I forgot to mention it earlier. Someone in your chat did mention the whole rebar stuck in head thing. The guy's name was Phineas Gage.
Oh,
Look it up.
Yeah, no, look it up. It's a disgusting thing.
I'm good because I plan to eat after this. No, thank you.
That's going to be a no from us, but thank you.
Yeah, seriously. I'll take it back.
Yeah, no.
Fascinating story.
I'm sure it is, but no. So, that is another orc down for the tally. So that orc just kind of drops you once he realizes, oh shit, I just killed my friend. And he's like he does like that kind of no primal scream, like I fucked up. And so he was
trying to help his buddy, but he actually killed him.
Yeah, basically, he was like, oh shit. And he owed me money.
What have I done?
Sometimes combat be like that, though.
Yeah.
Orc remorse.
So, of the 4 orcs in that initial group, all except the orc that Smoop charmed are down. And that orc is just kind of looking at Smoop because it considers Smoop a friend. And then it looks at the orc that grabs Smoop, and it's like, you hurt my friend. Of course, this is all said in orcish. So, the next thing you hear is an orc like running over and crashing into the other orc that just murdered his buddy. Because all he is like, you hurt my friend. Because he doesn't know if you're actually hurt. All he just saw was like you crumple on the ground.
Yeah.
And sees like another orc is dead. You hurt like in the you have been charmed. He knows you were hurt. And now he's seeing the dead orc. So he's like, did this other orc kill like not just an orc, but my friend? Oh God. So they start fighting. They are not part of combat anymore. They are now fighting each other.
Orc fight. Oh, go for it.
This is good. Just sowing absolute chaos among the orcs here.
Yes. So though that initial group of orcs is down for the count now, we'll come back to those 2 orcs at some point, depending on what happens. Barb, you are up next.
So they're fighting each other?
They are the orc that was charmed by Smoop attacked the orc that had pulled Smoop and thereby killed his buddy.
So can we make a move to leave and let them fight it out?
You could, but that may give an attack of opportunity to the remaining 3 of the other group, and the one that is
there's 3 of the other group still standing.
Right, and the orc that threw his javelin is
up top.
Well, he's coming down now because he didn't
Yeah.
have any other range weapons.
Okay.
So he's not going to act this combat because he's still coming down to the
Okay.
ground level. So you've got 3 orcs left to attack.
Well, I'd like to rage.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. What we've all been waiting for.
yeah, so for those that don't know what that means, please explain, Shannon.
I'd like
Well,
to
it's just a
rage.
thing that I have in my character sheet. It says rage. As a bonus action, enter a rage for up to 1 minute, 10 rounds. You gain advantage on STR checks and saving throws, not attacks. +2 melee damage with STR weapons, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. You can't cast or concentrate spells while raging. Your rage ends earlier if you are knocked unconscious or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken token damage since then. You can also end your rage as a bonus action.
All right.
Amazing.
And what does that do again for your attacks?
As
a bonus?
It says +2 melee damage with STR weapons.
So yes, so when you roll your attack, you'll get a +6 instead of a +4.
Okay.
All right, so
So I roll a d20 or
you roll a d20. So do you automatically hit things when you rage?
I don't know. How does it work? Is this my first rage?
It is your first rage. Hold on, let's click on your rage.
Baby's
She's
first
so-
rage.
Yeah,
Baby's
she's
first
so
rage.
like sweet and calm.
Aw.
I want to rage.
No, it was like, yeah, it was great. It was like,
Please,
Okay, so
it's like I'd like to buy a vowel, but like I'd like to rage.
So if you had to make a strength check or strength saving throw, you would get an advantage on it.
Okay.
Since you are using your melee weapon, which is your maul, you gain bonus to the damage roll, and then you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mark that you used it once.
It also says, wait, the battle rate. What is danger sense? Primal path, path of the battle rager.
Yeah, that's more like a specialization on your
I see.
overall class.
Okay. Sorry.
So yes, so roll me a d20 and add
All right.
4.
Barb,
Got a good roll here.
what you got?
Want to see
I
maximum
pressed the
rage.
button. I'm waiting. I
And
don't
you
want to do it
press-
twice. So I'm
You
gonna try one
press
more time.
the +4 next to maul.
The mall. Okay. Wait.
Yeah, so press the +4 next to maul.
Right now, my mall just says +1. It keeps just doing the same. Will you just roll for me?
Sure.
Because every time I press it, no matter what, it just says 4 now.
Oh dear. Oh, you so hit that because you get a.
Ooh.
You hit the orc definitely.
Barb trying to hit that.
All right, so I'm gonna roll your damage, and
Okay.
then did it say how many extra or just whatever your strength bonus is?
It said +2 STR. Is that
So
strength?
that's when you have to do a strength check. So I'm gonna add your strength bonus, which is a plus. In your case, it's a +1. I'm gonna use your saving throw plus.
Okay.
So you did 10 damage on the orc. That orc is not feeling. That orc's feeling like he should have stayed in bed today. So tell us what you raging out looks like, Shannon or Barb.
Well, what do I have? Like a big like clobbery thing? Yeah.
Yes, you have a big maul.
Yeah.
That's its technical term.
Adam, I wouldn't mess with me when I'm raging.
It's clobbering time.
And just we got a little wind up. It's like.
Wow. Wow.
Right out of the park.
Shannon is just a gift factory.
That's what they call what they used to call actors before the internet. Gift factories.
Wow.
Gift factory.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was like a home run swing.
Yeah, that orc, like, you didn't quite kill it, but you put a hurting on this orc. You see, like, like in cartoons, when people do, like, uppercuts and enemies, like, fly and do this dramatic, like, arc, and then they hit the ground with a thud. because you wound up like that. That's what happened with this orc.
Like the
Yeah.
orc needs to roll to remember its name.
It might. I mean, you rang its bell pretty hard.
I feel like there's a baseball organ type.
Yeah. Marenghi, you are up next, actually.
All right. So Shannon's orc is not dead, but wishes
But
he was. Most
Yeah,
likely.
basically. It's like the orc had a bender and woke up and saw the bright sky.
All right. Well, so I already bowling balled that orc's head with a flail. Basically, took a melon baller to it. I'm gonna try my scimitar, which is also has a nice +5 bonus to it. So,
right.
so what do I roll first here? I have to roll to see if I hit, right?
Correct. So roll. So you're using the scimitar. Let me go.
Scimitar, yeah, which is a melee weapon.
Yes. So I believe it's the +5 next to your scimitar. You
Okay, I'm
press
gonna
that
roll
for your
that.
roll.
All right, here we go. Ooh, not great. 3 + 5 = 8.
Oh, that is a whiff.
Ah.
Marenghi, how did that whiff go?
I mean, it was. I'm not gonna. I don't have Shannon's acting ability, so I'm not gonna act it out for you. But, yeah. I mean, I took a big old swing, and I probably got carried away and ended up kind of spinning around like Bugs Bunny or something. Kind of whirly-gigging around because I put so much kinetic force into it that when you missed, the force of the unchecked swing kind of left me kind of spinning around and getting a bit dizzy and feeling a bit self-conscious and embarrassed, frankly, because that was not a good look for me.
I mean, you already did
He
get
said
one
whirly
beheading. He did say
I
really
said
good.
whirly gig, yeah. I got Fall Guys on the brain constantly.
Yeah.
That was just a straight up whiff. That was embarrassing. I put up a brick basically. It was an airball.
Yeah, aim and a whiff.
Yeah.
Smoop, you are next.
All right. Just to get a lay of the land here, we got one friend of mine who tackled the other orc.
Correct.
And which is the one that that Marenghi took a shot at?
That was out of the original secondary group of orcs.
Okay.
So he took a whiff. There's one orc on the ground that kind of is hating life right now. The barb uppercutted, and there's one actually healthy orc on the field, and one is on his way down.
Okay, so if I've learned anything about RPGs, you want to have as few on the field, get rid of all the ads. So I want to attack the one that Barb knocked and finish him completely out of commission. So I have
that orc is prone, so unless you really, really mess this up, you get an advantage on attacking them because they're like basically laying on the ground like I hate life.
So this is just like finishing him off basically.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you roll real bad, you're not gonna miss him.
You never know.
Okay, I'm gonna do that with my rapier.
All right, so you're doing like the stab down to kind of take him out.
Yeah, so after I got knocked off, I would have to get up and run over, and I'm gonna do the old Link jump stab.
All right.
So downward stab, down an A.
Yes, down an A, that into a D20 roll, and add your attack bonus.
I just hit my hit DC thing.
Yes.
Beside the weapon.
Correct.
It is a B.
So that is a nat 20 before your bonus. So that is a critical success. It's only got a few hit points left. So Smoop, how do you want to do this?
So this is what I'm going to do to the orc?
Yes. Give us a description of how you kill the orc.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Are you going to get a sword?
Moving furniture around?
Are you moving to another?
All right. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what it would look like.
Wow. Wow.
Did
I mean,
I
given
hit
that he
him?
probably only needed like a 3 or something to finish this orc off, and he rolled a 20. I imagine this orc's got to be completely eviscerated.
Oh, you. So what I imagine is this just sudden leaping changeling over Barb's head, and like it's a rapier, but he put such force and anger into it. He just like cleaved this thing right into the ground.
Just turn this orc into like red mist.
Did I have RTX audio on?
I think so.
We heard all of that. Don't worry.
We heard it. No, we heard it.
Shit.
We heard you.
So did
We
my
heard you.
neighbors.
We heard everything.
Yeah, the cops will be there in a few minutes, I'm sure. They're probably calling it
I'm,
in right now.
I'm inspired by Shannon. She brings this
Wow.
out in
Report
me.
the domestic disturbance.
I
come in
feel
and
like
look
I
around.
should go get one of my swords and just act this out.
Do it. Do it.
Maybe,
Do it.
maybe. I should go get my Witcher sword and just act out the parts of the
Oh,
orcs.
dear.
I have a Witcher sword. I'm that nerd. Thanks, Team Relevant. So that is another orc definitely dead for the tally.
For sure.
And
So four definitively dead now?
yes.
Bowling ball head, skewered orc, burned one, and then the Barb Rage Smoop finish off job. That's 4, right?
Nice work, Barb. Co-op.
Yeah, so there's the one you killed, the one that Arkhon killed.
The skewered one.
The skewered one that was murdered only because the rapier got pulled. Oh, and by the way, you do know that there's like brain bits all over your rapier, just so you know. And now you're
I'm
covered
okay
in
with
blood.
that. It's all right.
It's like when you leave
It's
the blood
seasoning.
spat. Oh, Brian.
I feel like the way I imagine Smoop right now is that kind of like shaking 1,000-yard stare, like gone to another place entirely, like face kind of just covered in like splattered blood, just like totally
Yeah.
like gone.
This is Smoop's berserker moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's
I told you when we described our characters, I have a deep dark secret.
Really? I
I'm
couldn't
starting to
tell.
bubble to the surface, it feels like. It's either going to go get a sword.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Oh Jesus!
Just for being extra, your
Well.
DM's gonna be extra.
I mean, there's so much acting going on. You got to, yeah, there we go.
Good
This
grip.
is.
It's a great grip. It's two-handed. It's impressive.
It is.
That's
This
a great
is a
sword
big
right there.
fucking sword.
That's a
I've,
giant
I've,
sword.
I've heard.
Slash your
So,
chair in half with it.
no. No. Hashtag CD Project Red PR gift. No, thank you.
I mean, the bar has been set for dramatic performance on this show.
I feel awful. I'm like, I'm on my couch. I can't do anything at this point.
Brian,
No,
I'll
bring
ship
it.
you a sword. Don't worry. I have to ask
All
Malvin
right,
when she
so-
got this one.
Three left on the ground
I
and
think-
one coming down from the tower.
Yes, because the
Maybe
one that was charmed ran after the one that inadvertently killed the shish kebab. So for
Oh.
now, those two are out of combat for now.
Right.
They're fighting. So there's one left on the field and one on his way down, and the
Got
two
it,
that are
okay.
off doing whatever.
Oh
they're
right,
doing.
the two are doing
Right,
their
because those two
tussle
are fighting
they're-
amongst themselves. Yeah.
right. So only two are currently actively a threat or impending threat for us.
Yes, you have one threat left on the field, and then the next round, the one that was in the tower is going to be on the field.
Okay.
And Archon, you should be next.
Okay.
Huh. All right. Let's see here. Trying to think to do something fun.
I mean, you are a tiefling bard. There's so many things you could do.
I mean, you roasted that last orc. What else you got in your bag of tricks?
There's a few fun things. Okay, so let's say we can't yet see the one who's like coming. Like we probably know that guard is coming, but we can't. Can we see them yet?
No,
The one
you
on the
cannot.
phone, Okay.
But you know that they are running down toward combat.
Okay. Then I'm gonna give them a show. because
Oh,
they're going to
dear.
come down and see two of their orc friends are fighting,
Yeah.
which is weird because we're right here. And then the other one is going to have to suffer hideous laughter.
Oh. For the benefit of the audience and also your DM, what does hideous laughter do, Brian?
A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. It's a wisdom 13 save.
Okay.
The target must succeed on that saving throw or fall prone, which is the other reason, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with intelligence of 4 or less isn't affected.
I have some edibles like that.
I'm looking at my desk for after the show.
I'm like, you know what? Let's see. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. And an advantage on the throw if it's triggered by this is a lot. So it has an advantage on the saving throw if it's triggered by damage.
Okay.
And so if it makes a saving throw on any of its following turns, then the spell ends. But yeah, it is it's an enchantment against a wisdom 13 save.
Okay, and orcs are not very wise.
So it basically kind of paralyzes them with fits of maniacal laughter. Is that the deal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like incapacitating. Like the other one that Smoop just killed was prone. Essentially, it makes them incapacitated and prone. So they are finding everything hilarious and they're just rolling on the ground laughing.
I love it. Hold on. We have a guest appearance.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
That's
You
the
did what?
tiniest Whitta.
Wait, what?
That's the
There was a
tiniest Whitta.
She
Luda.
she just qualified on Slime Climb for the first time ever.
Yes.
You love to see it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay! I'm so
Wild
proud.
tiny Whitta.
I'm so
That's
proud.
adorable.
I'm telling you, that first
I'm
crown, she's come so close a couple of times now. I honestly can't wait for that to happen.
I'm not going up
Aw.
against any of the Wittas. That's pro strats in that family. Hell no.
She's 8 years old and she finished Slime Climb. That's not easy to do.
Uh-uh.
I'm a
That
very
is
proud
fantastic.
dad right now. That's amazing.
I love how
I-
Luna came in excitedly too, following her and ran out.
Oh, was that the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I just
Luna.
saw like a little doggo running after.
They were both equally excited, I think. So I apologize for the interruption, but obviously
It is
that was
okay.
breaking news. Breaking
It
news.
was. And Arkhon, that is a fail on the wisdom saving throw. So
Oh, they didn't make it.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. So please tell us what the hideous laughter is like.
God, Cypher's actually busting out the sword. Is
Yeah.
that so? Does that
No, it's amazing. It's a Witcher
does that
replica.
thing Cypher? Does that thing actually have a cutting edge, or is it dulled?
It's dull because it got shipped here.
Okay.
I
Okay.
could go get it sharpened if not pandemic, but to sell a sword, at least in the US, you can't sell it with a cutting edge.
Right.
So it is very much, if I ever got the nerve and the time and the skill to cosplay a Witcher, I've got a sword.
Nice.
It's a very, very impressive sword.
Malvent in my chat got it for me as a gift. So I'm just fiddling with this while I wait for you to tell us about hideous laughter.
I'm trying to think of a joke. It's hard, okay? So yeah. Our Archon is still not happy about the great axe from earlier, and he's just basically now suddenly developed an enmity towards all orcs. Not really. But yeah, he looks at the one who's left and kind of I am at a loss because I'm like, dang it, I thought I had something for this. So no, he just he looks at this poor orc. He's like, no, wow, I can't. It's because I was
What?
trying to go with a rebar. I was trying to go with the rebar joke. Now, thanks, Adam. Thanks for that. It's stuck in my head.
Sorry, I think I got distracted by the slime climb thing. Did that laughter spell fail?
No.
No, it succeeded.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I like the way that Brian brought his martini into his cocktail into the
I'm
frame.
like,
Right,
I
says,
might
no,
need this.
it succeeded.
No, it succeeded brilliantly. So it's like let's see. So did you did you hear the one about the orc who went up against a changeling?
No.
He just couldn't get him off his mind.
Oh,
my
and
God.
this orc, even though orcs do understand common and orcish sometimes, it got the gist of what you're saying because your spell was very, very effective. And you see this orc just double over in laughter, cackling, and it is prone and just having a giggle fit. And it is useless and it is out of combat.
Nice.
So, normally it would be the next, it would be the orcs that were left, but the orc that is running down to join you on the field of combat is just now peeking out. You can barely see him. And the other orcs are incapacitated because those orcs that are fighting each other are still off fighting each other. So we're going to say it's Barb's turn at a new round of combat.
All right.
All right. I mean, obviously your girl is still in a rage.
Yeah.
I love it.
10 turns, baby. And so there's 2 left now, yeah? Or 1?
So there is...
Or there's a new one coming down, too.
So there's a new one coming down, the one that threw a javelin and hit
Yeah,
Arkhon.
the guy from the tower.
Yes, so that orc is the one that you're just now seeing
Okay.
at the top of this round. There's the 2 that are fighting each other, and
Yep.
the one that is prone and laughing hysterically.
Okay, so I'm going for the one that just came down from the tower.
All right, give me.
Is
an
he in
attack
range
roll.
yet?
Will you roll for me?
Sure. Yeah, because by the time he came, but by the time all of this happened, he has come down. He knows that you're there, and he was heading straight for the group. So, and also orcs have a lot of movement in terms of what they're doing. So you're within 30 feet of where he came out of this tower. So let me get back to Barb. And it must be about to pour rain because it just got very dark for me, y'all.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it just got
Can you send
super-
some over here? Because it's
know.
it's an oven.
I know. I totally would for you.
We just got done with
Thank you.
tornadoes here, so you can have it.
Oh my god. I grew up in Texas and we used to have them all the time. It's
Oh, wow,
crazy.
yeah.
And in Florida, where it's like just really the hellish weather.
Are you
Yeah.
from Texas originally, Shannon?
My dad was a software designer at IBM, so they used to move us between Austin and Boca Raton, Florida, because that's
Oh,
where
wow.
their
Yeah.
software headquarters were.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is a whiff. It is only an 8.
Brat.
Yeah. So, what does that whiff with your maul looks like on the newest combatant on the ground?
You know, it's like a pull my shoulder a little bit there. Just
Oh, no.
led with the wrong arm.
Please don't harm yourself.
No, I was a joke. I mean, that was
Oh.
Barb talking.
Oh, okay.
She whiffed because she just kind of pulled it up the wrong
Okay.
way. You know, she got a
I
little
was-
ahead of herself.
I was just like, oh god, please no injuries.
No, not actually.
All right. So that orc just kind of sidesteps because now he's just like, I left for what happened? This is normally the most boring assignment. So it is Arkhon. You are next.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
me?
not Arkhon. Marenghi.
I'm like, that's not right.
Okay.
No, you're right. You're
All
right.
right.
Marenghi, there's a prone orc on the ground, and
Okay.
they're the 2 that are fighting each other.
That's all that's left?
And the orc you just saw that Barb attacked and whiffed.
I'm not going to take the easy way out and just finish off the orc that's already on the ground. I want a real fight. What is Smoop doing?
Oh, I forgot for a second there was a camera. There was a fly.
He was literally chasing a fly.
You better if you're going to be in the streaming game, Adam, you
Gotta
better
remember,
remember that
yeah,
you're
like,
always
you
on
gotta-
camera.
That's right.
Because I was just like, is there a gnat? Is there a fruit fly?
Honestly, this is the kind of entertainment I turn my computer on for.
We can all see you.
Seriously,
We
this
can all
is
see
the
you.
very definition of premium content.
Oh shit.
Okay, so that orc that came down from the tower and is now joining the fray, I'm gonna take him on.
All right, go for it.
And I am gonna try. I have something called inflict wounds. Is that something that would be appropriate to deploy in this engagement?
Read out what it says.
It just says first level paladin. For range, it says touch. I have
Okay.
+5, and it's 3d10.
Well, what does it do? Like, what's the description?
Okay. Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit, the target takes 3d10 necrotic damage.
Oh, damn. If
Is that a good thing?
It's a good thing. So basically, you're doing undead damage to this thing.
Ooh, I like that.
So yeah, you roll to hit. You use your melee, and if
I'm
you
gonna
hit
reach
it,
into my paladin toolbox here. I like it.
yeah, 3d10 is gonna put a hurting on him and probably kill him if you hit.
So would I roll? So it says the hit is +5. Do I roll on that first to see if I hit?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. I got the +5. I got a good shot at this.
Got +5 on it.
Oh my god. Oh no! I thought it was a 1. It's a 7 +5 is 12.
I thought he
Nice.
was just
Shannon.
pissed at Shannon's bit.
He's like, not another one.
Oh my god.
Don't
That's
remind me of that song.
Unfortunately, that still misses.
What? A 12?
No.
A 12. It's an orc, and it's like an officer orc. So yes, a 12 just misses.
It's an executive
Okay.
orc.
It's an executive orc, yes.
All right.
Orc with
Okay. All
standing.
right. I missed. We'll have to try again next time.
So are you doing anything else, or are you getting out of touch range?
Do I get to make another action?
Let
Or
me
am I
look at
done?
You are a paladin. Normally you should get to, I know I have 2 attacks as a paladin. I just don't know if that's level 4 or level 5 off the top of my head.
It says here attacks per action 1.
Yeah, so unfortunately that is your only
So
action.
that was my turn. Okay.
Yes. Let me see if you have any bonus actions. Yeah.
Bonus actions, 2 weapon fighting is all it says here.
Yeah, so basically that's how come you can use javelin or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, you cannot do anything else for now. So you can stay in combat range or not.
I'm going to stay in combat range. I'm not going to run away.
All right, Smoop, you are up next.
When's the last time we got a lay of the land? So where are we looking here? Where are people? Where are the orcs?
So you are still in this green area in that quadrant between the entrance to S1 and S6, where the occupied tower was. So this orc has made it down and is outside with you all.
And so there's how many remaining? Just the
that is the only active combatant, because remember Arkhon used hideous laughter, the other 2 are still off somewhere fighting. You can see them, but they're not concerned with you, because the one that you charmed, it's going to last for the duration.
Wait, the other 2 that were all... Oh, yeah, okay.
So the one that you charmed, it still sees you as a friend, Smoop.
Yeah.
And the one that it's fighting the one that pulled you and managed to murder its kin.
Okay, so I'm going to take my dagger.
Okay.
The one that... What, Gary?
No.
What is
I want to know where this is going.
Well, just the one that's closest, so the one that would be closest to Gary. I want to take my dagger, and it appears here that I could throw it.
You could, yes.
So I could toss, and now is there a benefit to doing an aimed throw?
Yes, it would help you, because if you just throw it,
Mm-hmm.
you
It'll
may
just go wherever.
Yeah, I mean your land is going to be based on your roll. Aim throw, I think, gives you. What does aim throw do for you?
I don't know where to find that.
Is it a spell or is it part of your attack?
To throw it.
Yes. If
It
you
just
said aim
says-
throw.
Oh crap! I just opened a thing that I don't know what it is. Hang on, let me just get out of this. Well, it just said it just says thrown. Sorry. My ask was because remember last time you said something about I aimed.
Yes, but that was with your rapier, and I was just commenting because you said you aimed it specifically at the
Oh,
orc's
okay.
head.
So aimed throw would be actually a skill I would have.
Yes, and you don't have that
Okay.
as a
I don't have that.
character.
Okay, so I'm just throwing.
You are just throwing it.
Yeah.
And you add your proficiency bonus, which is a +3. Well, do you have proficiency with a dagger? You do not. It looks like.
Oh, this may not go so well for me.
Well, throw it and see what happens.
Come on, you're smart.
And I'm
You
just
got
pushing
this.
the +3, right?
Correct.
I got a 19 +3.
Oh, you hit this orc. You definitely hit this orc. So
Alright.
roll your damage.
Oh yeah. It's underneath the 5.
Ooh.
Okay, and that was the one that just came down, or is that the one that Arkhon did hideous laughter on?
That was the one that just came down because you said the one that I was closest to. I was
so
the one that came
Gary was
down.
closest to.
All right, so you have embedded a dagger in this orc's shoulder. It is unhappy
Nice.
because suddenly there's like thunk, and it's like, the fuck.
Suddenly, dagger.
Suddenly dagger. So Archon, you are next.
Suddenly,
A dagger
is landed inside
inside
you.
you.
All right. Sorry. I stuck in musicals now all weekend. You said something about like they're not gonna like not go for it, and I have Hamilton stuck in my head as well. So thank you for that. Okay, so we have one on the floor. Did you throw at the? Sorry, did Smoop throw at the incoming?
The one that
orc?
just came
Yes.
The tower orc, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I am going. Archon is going to attempt a crossbow shot at the incoming orc.
Okay, so the incoming orc now has a dagger embedded in one shoulder,
Okay.
and he is grumpy. So
He would have taken damage from that, right?
yeah, he got the 5 points of damage,
Okay.
but that 5 points isn't enough to kill him.
You know, do you, as the DM Cypher, do you know exactly how many hit points each of these orcs has? Okay.
Yep. The fun of being the DM, you know all
I
the
like that.
secrets.
Just yep.
But we don't know that. You tell us.
Is
when we've
anybody
done enough
noticing-
damage, right?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, Cypher knows how many hit points that each orc has, but we don't necessarily know that. We just know when she tells us we've done enough to kill an orc.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
Also, is anyone noticing this incredibly casually threatening manner that Cypher has been sitting in for a while?
Yeah, Cypher, she seems very comfortable with that sword. It's like her natural resting
Look,
pose.
you've seen a fidget cube. This is a fidget sword.
Yeah, it is. It's a
go.
fidget blade.
It's
Fidget
not
blade.
sharp,
Oh,
so I won't cut my hand off. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can fidget with it.
Fidget
So
blade would be a good name for a D&D character.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that would be fun to do, or should we just get this over with?
I don't know. You're the one that threw fire at someone before.
They hit me.
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Completely justified.
It wasn't a bad thing.
Okay, this is okay. You know what? If we're doing fun for combat, I'm basically like I do like combat, but I also like casting spells. So, no, actually, no. We'll just go with a standard. Let's
Okay.
try. Yeah, we'll try attacking with a crossbow.
All right.
Attacking the orc who has suddenly found himself daggerfied.
Yes.
And do I click the hit DC?
Let me pull up your sheets. So yes, next to your crossbow, press that +3 to roll, unless you want to use a physical die.
Oh, no, I am fine with that. It is a 14 to hit.
Ooh, nice.
You have barely hit the orc.
Barely is still hitting.
Yes. So
And I have
It's a good attitude.
I've done 5 points of damage.
nice. So you see, you know what? I'm not going to take that from you. What happens when you shoot this orc with your crossbow?
He is let's see, he's using his non-dominant hand to basically deal with the axe wound because he's still really, really bitter about it. So it's like a kind of a like, he's kind of got the crossbow pointing. He's maybe just for style points aiming at the opposite side, the opposite shoulder. Like, at this point, if we're going to be bards, we're going to do symmetry. So he's
Yeah.
maybe going for that direction in that
Okay.
general area. And at this point, he just kind of lets it fly. And when it actually lands in, he maybe kind of makes like a little bit of a but like people are watching, so we're not gonna act up. We're watching.
All right. So as your crossbow bolt sinks home, you hear a grunt from this orc, and he even goes down kind of like one knee, like ah. So he's got a crossbow bolt in one shoulder and a dagger in the other. He is not a happy orc. Let's see, and actually, it is now his turn. But he is going to have a disadvantage of trying to do anything because he is hurting. So I'm going to roll his attack, but with a disadvantage because he's got a crossbow bolt in one shoulder and a dagger in the other.
Feeling like the Princess Bride when he's like in one shoulder and then in the other one. Like, yeah, what you gotta do now, buddy?
I mean, it felt like a smart move beyond the symmetry. Take both of his combat arms out of action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is not holding this great axe very well. But let's roll and see how this affects him. So the first roll is an 8, which is not going to hit anyone. Yeah. That one does not count because it almost fell off my desk. Yeah, that still doesn't hit anyone. He is hampered by the dagger and the crossbow bolt.
Nice.
He tries to lift up his arms and he's like, oh, bad idea. And you see like the great axe kind of like droop to one side and he's like, ah. So you say he's not okay. He's
Okay, it happens to a lot of orcs.
I can't stand you.
Wow. It's the way he takes a sip of the cocktail afterwards that really makes it.
Yeah.
I know.
The
I know.
shade.
Yeah.
Yes. If anyone is a sub of the Critical Bard, throw those iconic fan emotes out. So Barb, you are up next. So you have this pincushion orc, and then you've got the two that they're just all fighting. They don't even seem to give a damn anymore.
I'm on my way for pincushion.
All right. Are you still raging?
He's still raging, yeah.
All right. Go for it.
Will you roll for me?
Oh, that's right.
I don't trust this app.
Yeah, I don't use it on my phone when we use it for like
I also have like a slightly cracked screen. Like I don't
Aw.
it might not be the actual app itself that's the problem, but
Okay. That does. Let's see it. No, that whiffs, but because he is hurt so badly, I'm going to roll again and give you an advantage. Because he is not oh my god, that can't be. That is definitely worse. So you don't quite hit him, but he is
Barb.
hurt. Well, I was the one that said I was giving Barb advantage, and the second roll was so much worse.
Oh,
So that's
So I
why-
tripped. I tripped.
No, you didn't trip, but like it's another whiff where like you're just so rage filled, you're seeing red, and literally that is causing you to like you're so angry, you're not able to focus on the threat, and you hit the ground, but you pull your axe out again, because you're just like, rage. I don't know how to rage. I'm bad at
Yeah.
it.
Rage.
Rage. I'm not an
no,
actor.
Shiver me timbers.
Yeah.
It is just the concept of rage, really.
Yeah.
RAGE, rage.
Yes. And you know what? That was not a good roll, and that was on me because I was just like, ooh, bad roll. And I know that D&D Beyond does not always roll well for me. Would anyone object to in a second advantage roll for Barb or no?
Do it. I want to
What do
see
you- I was
Barb
like-
kill
I was
this
like,
guy.
Yeah,
I
come
will-
on, every advantage.
yeah.
we
Let
can
me
get.
at him.
I need to see the effect of rage.
Let's
I
get that.
need
Let's
it.
get that D20.
Okay,
Let's get
that is-
nat
that is-
20. Come on.
Not a nat 20, but it was enough to hit with her bonus.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, Barb, let's do this. I'm going to roll your 2d6 plus 2.
That face.
Shut up, Adam.
Wow. Wow. And so
Dang, Adam.
there's a 8 before your bonus. So you got 8 before your bonus because you're raging. Shannon, I'm sorry, Barb, how do you want to do this?
What do you mean?
You have murdered the orc. You have killed it.
Well, I whipped
Tanya.
so many times going like this, right? I was just like, "Ugh." And then I finally just like I picked it up. I
Oh, no.
launched it over my head. Ugh.
Overhead blow.
Blocked him right in the face. Well, I mean, it would have been overhead if I wasn't so damn short, but
That's true. Oh yeah. Your overhead would get him right in the face, right? That's
Exactly.
even better. I like
I
that.
bonked him like a gopher. What's the whack-a-mole? Is that yeah?
Yeah.
I whack.
What was that with? An axe?
Yeah. No, it's a like a big hammer, basically, right?
Ooh.
So has the blade of the axe
Or I got the
basically gonna
axe, the axe.
split
I did
his
the-
face like right in two? Because that would be good.
It was an axe. She did say it was an axe.
Yeah, so you didn't split him in two because height difference.
Yeah.
But you got him right in the chest.
Nice.
Better
And,
than getting them somewhere else.
Yeah.
She's not that
yeah.
sure.
Respect F in the chat.
Yeah, so you basically split the rib cage open. He was the big piece of chicken.
Damn.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
Yep. You were going to say something, Brian / Arkhon?
Oh, you keep saying, how do you want to do this? Is that a thing?
Yes. I see what you're doing. Are you being serious? Or you don't
I
actually
kind
know?
of am because I don't like everyone says it and I don't know where it's from.
So sidebar is that's what Matt says whenever anyone rolls well enough to take out an enemy.
Oh, it's a critical. Oh, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's a fun thing, and unless he fusses at me and tells me to stop saying it, I like it. It's fun because
I've seen so many people who have usernames that sound like it, or they say phrases that sound like it, and I'm like, what are I'm
Oh.
sorry, I don't watch Critical Role. Please do not stone me or ban me or
No.
cancel me. You can't
No.
cancel me. I'm too loud. But okay, now I know. Thank you.
no. And Caroline used the emotes.
Oh wow, awesome.
All right.
Yes.
So how do you want to do this? Basically means describe the manner in which you have killed this enemy.
Yes.
This is your moment. I love it. I love it.
This is your moment. We need to come up with the order of the Sunfish phrase though for killing, so we can do that. But Barb, how would you like to kill this orc?
She just
You
did it,
already
right?
killed it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we got distracted with it.
did
That's
one of
okay.
these.
I was like, did I not?
No, you.
It
Yeah,
didn't
it's
take?
dead.
It's dead. Like you heard the rib cage crack when your maul hit home. So yeah, it just kind of like you hear this like soft, like fleshy sound, and then he just falls over.
So now the
Knees.
only two left are the two that are fighting each other?
Yeah, and they're not concerned with you right now because one's still charmed by Smoop, and the other is like, you killed my friend.
Oh wait, did we kill? Okay, so
Everyone else is dead. Well, no,
Are they doing
No,
doing
what
damage
about-
to one
what
another?
about- what about Laughing Orc?
Smoop Link jumped on that one.
Yeah, he did that ridiculous
No,
jump
no.
from off camera.
I did the jump on the one that Barb messed up.
Oh,
correctly.
I thought basically Laughing Orc and Fighting Orcs had been kind of untouched at this point since they weren't the
Okay.
threats.
right. So
there's 3 left?
No, well, 3 if you count the 2 that are fighting each other. I forgot about Hideous Laughter because they're prone; they can't do anything.
Right.
Mhm.
So the one that Archon did Hideous Laughter on, they're just prone. They're just out there in the open for anyone to kill or try to talk to. Because
Time to shine, Marenghi.
So some orcs, not these, but some orcs do speak common. These are just like foot soldier orcs, except for the one that you just killed. So Marenghi, there is a hideously laughing orc on the ground.
Let's finish him off.
All right, roll.
Put him out of his misery.
Hit for me.
I think we're going to use the scimitar on this one.
Death
Okay.
truly is the final joke.
Here we go. Here's the roll. 12 plus 5 equals 17.
Oh, you hit him. And he's prone. Quick, in my chat, can someone give me a reminder if being prone gives you a damage bonus or crit or like double bonus if someone is prone on the ground? Because I'm trying to remember, because they can't fight back, so it's kind of a gimme to attack you, for you to attack them. And you definitely hit them. Welcome, Raiders. Okay, melee. So, okay. Well, 18 hits. And you use your scimitar, so... Alright, so you have advantage. So roll again. I mean, you're not going to miss at this point. You take the higher one.
Surely. Well, you never know. Oh yeah, that's not as good. That's a 12. So I'll take the 17.
All right. So give me your attack.
Does that mean I roll on with my scimitar?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is a D6. I got a 7.
Okay, that
4 plus 3.
Okay, so that is good damage. And the prone orc is their laughter is now a terrible wheezing sound because you basically hit them right in the chest with the scimitar, and you hear the gurgly blood sound. Next up is Smoop. Remember, there is the prone orc that is now hurt and bleeding, and the 2 orcs that are... As they fight, they keep getting kind of further away from you all. Like, it's like cartoon fighting where, like, when 2 Sims fight, there's just grunting and yelling, and they seem to be just moving because they're fighting.
That sounds good to me. Okay, so I do... You know what? I got another dagger in my bag.
All right.
I think I'm gonna toss this, and I'm gonna try and finish off that orc that Marenghi has just chopped a bit.
Okay, so the orc is prone, so you could just walk up to it and stab it.
Oh, I definitely could. I'm purposely throwing the dagger because it's cooler.
He's looking for style points.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, it's prone. Are you aiming or you just throwing the dagger?
Oh, I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna aim right for... Where do I want to hit this orc? Right in the eye.
Oh, so you're doing an aim throw. Are you basically just standing over this orc, or are you from far away?
Oh, I'm gonna go right up close, point blank, just...
Okay, so I was going to say that might be a disadvantage if you're aiming for an eye from far away. Because they are still laughing. So,
no,
yeah.
I'm a monster.
Apparently
Nice.
you
Moop's
are.
really
What?
racking up the body count on these defenseless, incapacitated enemies who are already down on the ground.
Right? All right, give me your attack roll.
Okay, my attack roll is 15 plus 3.
You definitely stabbed this orc in the eye. What is your damage?
What's this? It is 3.
You did not kill it, but it is now writhing on the ground with a dagger in its eye socket.
This poor orc. Put it out of its misery.
Arkhon,
Axe in the chest. Dagger in the eye.
Good Lord. Who are you? What have we become?
I think you were like this all along. Arkhon, you are up next. Are you going to put this orc out of its misery?
y'all really shouldn't have messed with us. Honestly, we could have talked this out. If all but one of you had spoken common, we could have talked this out. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. The person. Okay. So we have one dagger in the eye of the laughing orc, who probably doesn't find it very funny right now.
No, that's because of your hideous laughter. Nothing is funny right now. If this orc could speak common, oh, the cusses you would understand.
I feel like I still understand them.
I feel like it would just be begging us to kill it at this point.
Let's see. So let's see here. At this point, is that it? Who else is standing aside from the fighting orcs?
The two that are fighting each other.
Okay, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but they've kind of rolled off into the distance.
Yeah, they're off on their own right now.
Okay, well, I will let them enjoy their perhaps enemies to lovers fanfic. That's probably going to happen. At that.
Someone please write that. Bob and Bobby or something.
Tumbling orcs. It's a very gentle love story. So yeah, we will go with. I will essentially, if I can, just use my rapier to put the laughing boy or laughing orc, because I didn't ask, laughing orc out of their misery. So I'm going to attack with the rapier.
Go for it. What is your attack? And hi, Brian Foster. How are you?
Let's see here. Where is it? That's a 15 to hit.
You have hit. So Brian W. Foster will be familiar with this phrase. How do you want to do this?
That is what. Oh goodness gracious. Oh, it's not that much damage actually, but fine. At this point I'm like, let's see here. Did the dagger actually make the eye? Like, is it just like?
There's a dagger hilt,
like Unicron, just like doing. Like,
there's a dagger hilt as this orc is like rolling on the ground, still laughing because of your spell. Yeah, reminds you.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go like looking for like center mass heart area, because that's just like, it's a rapier, so you're more like, it's a toothpick as a sword.
So you're just going for the like between the ribs.
You want like the merciful killing blow.
I am going for the merciful killing blow between the ribs, and I'm just gonna look and be like, it wasn't that funny.
Oh, that's dirty.
Wow, the one-liner, everything.
Wow. Okay then. So how does this orc die laughing at your blade?
I feel so bad. The spell is so evil.
You did it.
I know.
Did it.
They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have messed with us. We could have talked. Well, we actually couldn't have talked this out because none of them speak our language. But that's fine. So yeah, I basically just on a convenient roll, like in my direction, since I have it, I kind of go in for I go in for the kill shot. And I do. I say the line. Arkhon's not like super. He's like not super happy that this had to end in combat, but like the rolling, because it is weirdly magically sustained after, like, just keeps on going for a minute, and it's like a teeter-totter that just very slowly comes down. It's just like it's just like all that's left is the orc on its side, one eye closed, the dagger hilt like pointing in the direction, just looking off far afield, like, yep, that's it, done.
Yeah, and with that, combat is very much over, because the two that are fighting each other, they're gone. They have done like the thing where Sims are fighting and there's a dust cloud, and all they know is they're now enemies. That's all they care about.
I like that we just kind of neutralized those two. That was great.
Yeah. That is,
so that was a successful battle for the Sunfish, right? We won that battle.
You won, yes, and not all of you were very hurt.
We fished him, baby.
Actually, who all took damage?
You just got sunfished.
Oh.
We got it. We might have to work on that.
But with that, we're gonna actually
fish slapped.
Fish slapped.
Ooh.
Just got fish slapped.
I like
it. Wow. And with that,
I should work on it.
I know. No, it's great. So now,
We're getting there. It's all a work in progress.
if you're one of Gary's subscribers, please use the Sunfish emote in chat. Yes, fish slap. Please go use that on Twitter and clip
Fish
this.
slapped.
Fish
Hashtag
slap.
fish slap.
Hashtag fish slap.
You know, so with that, you all take a breath. You realize the combat's over. There's bodies to pillage, and you have a whole fort to explore next episode. And with that, you have destroyed things, you have murdered, you have killed, you've had your first taste of combat.
Yeah, the episode was all action, basically.
Some real violence porn.
Yeah, some real awful violence.
Oh, that's not violence porn. Believe me.
I don't know how I feel about that statement.
Okay.
I've been DMing a long time. That was not violence porn. You
I
know
will-
what?
yeah,
You
there-
want to know what violence porn is?
No, do
Being in
you
the-
remember what Gary did?
Yes, he.
Look, that was like a Doom takedown. That was just like that was like a Clockwork Orange level of violence. That's not really, you know.
So recap your kills before we call this week of Order of the Sunfish done. Gary, you got the first kill, I believe. So what did you do again?
Whatever. I mean, don't try to paint me as like the
No,
the
I
particular
want everyone to-
villain here because
No, I want
everyone was
everyone.
horrible.
You painted yourself like that from the first, and come on.
Look, I told you, Marenghi is a fucked up dude. He's got a lot of
Really?
problems, and they all come to the surface in combat. That's when the real. You mean you know how they in Fight Club they said like you never know who you really are until you get into a fight. Well, this is who Marenghi really is. Yeah, he took his flail, which is basically a stick with 3 chains with big spiky metal balls on the end of each one, and he took like a horizontal sideways swing and wrapped the 3 chains around the head of this orc, and 2 of the big spiky balls went one in each eye. The other one like basically went and plugged into his mouth. And then I yanked back the flail, and his whole fucking head just got ripped off from his body, and his blood just shot from his neck like a geyser. He slumped to his knees and dropped down dead. And the head just went flying God knows where. I was just gonna like shook it off.
I mean, minus the death, there are certain clubs in Germany where you could pay to have that done to you.
Well, now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I created like an orc gimp mask, and then right before I ripped the head from the body.
Oh my god.
It was a very S&M style of combat.
Jesus. Wow. What other kills did we get this week?
I immolated Orc.
Yeah.
You did?
Orc
Yeah.
BQ.
Orc BQ, yes.
Yeah, the hellfire was pretty good.
Shannon and I double teamed a guy.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, there it
I
is.
hammered him.
Something you can pay for it.
Phrasing.
And they're
Well,
saying
first
clubs.
of all, I'm Matrixed, and if you haven't seen a barbarian dwarf Matrix,
Oh
Yeah,
my
she
You've been
flicked on
missing
that
out.
axe blow.
You
That
gotta
was
go back and look at the VOD. That Matrix move was sweet.
Wow.
and then we batted some, I whipped some, and then I axed the chest.
Did you ask them a question?
Night. I
Oh, wow.
axed them to go night. And
And
they
then-
obeyed night.
And then Smoop basically stabbed a bunch of orcs that were already down on the ground, defenseless and beaten, right?
That'll show them, Smoop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm all about. I'm all about moving real quick and outsmarting things and charming. Hey, if I had a charm,
the one
this would have been
that
much more
really
difficult.
disturbed me was the laughter spell, because the idea of this poor orc getting stabbed in the eye and axed in the chest and basically forced to laugh at his own death, even if his life slipped away in front of him, but laughing until the very last. That was
You're sick, Brian. You're
think-
sick.
kind of awful about
I
that.
think Marenghi is the bad guy of this.
No,
group. You need
not
to
at
keep
all.
your eye on the bards.
I worry about all of you now.
Okay.
All of you are doing me concern. We saw what Marenghi's backstory was and that he's fucked up. The rest of you are just showing us how fucked up you are.
It's one of those things where it's like, look, we have done our best to not fight this. We have talked our way through any encounter possible, but you want to throw hands,
true.
your mistake.
In 5 weeks, this is our first fight.
Right?
Not
Right?
for lack of trying, damn.
I know, but because we
I know Tanya's been like,
Diplomatic
do you want,
at best.
no.
No, I think that's right. Like we're not like we tried to sneak around these orcs. The Order of the Sunfish doesn't go looking for trouble, but if trouble finds us, yeah, we will fuck you up in unimaginable ways.
Right?
we will kindly ask you tonight.
In the night.
Lord.
Oh.
Oh,
That's one of our that's like one of our positions in the Order of Sunfish. I now nanite you, a
Yeah,
member of the Order.
you're
of the Sunfish.
united.
Good.
I've got one
And if you refuse, you gonna get fish slapped.
Oh my god. I have one emote
Oh,
slot open. I feel like I should get a fish slap emote.
Absolutely.
I'm
No
thinking
question.
we might all need to get
I think fish
like
slap
matching
should be the
tattoos. We
emote
might
for,
all
like,
need like matching fish.
Fish
After
slaps.
any successful combat encounter, I feel like fish slapped is the way to go.
Yes, I have one emote slot that's totally empty. I think we might need to make a fish slap emote.
But
I still have fuck you fish left over from when I used to play fishing
good lord.
sim pro
Wait.
tour.
Fuck you, fish.
Fuck you fish.
You make every
One of the first games I ever played on my
Holy
stream
shit.
was this game called Fishing Sim World Pro Tour, which is like an angling simulator. And when I first caught my big fish, I shouted out, "Yes, fuck you, fish!" And they made
that was emote worthy. Clearly,
they made an emote out of it. Yeah, you have to use the asterisks though, because Twitch won't let you actually have like curse words as let me
good
see-
reason, I bet.
Here it is. Here it is. I'm putting it in the chat right now. There it
Like
is.
but for
Oh
the
my
first
God.
proper combat, this was fun. I always like the minute it felt like you were foreshadowing when we were talking about like, what happens if your character gets badly hurt or worse. And I was like, no, this was actually kind of fun. I'm glad the orcs weren't super like more outmatched. So that was nice. But I have no idea
I
what
feel like it was a
very
very satisfying combat encounter. It felt good.
So before we end, I wanted you all to have combat if depending on how the dice went. If you had managed to sneak by, I had other plans. I was not going to force you into combat. I strictly let the dice decide. But I also don't want you all to die because one, it's not fun when your very first character dies, especially not fun when it happens on a stream. And
Care about us.
Wow. See, don't push it. Don't push it on him. Don't push it.
No, I do like all of you. I do like all of you. But so this is slightly mushy. But I want all of you to have a really good time playing D&D and learning to play. I don't want this to be that bitch killed my character. I was having fun and I put all this time into a backstory. Not that I think any of you would say that, but your first time playing it should be one, kind of educational, two, fun. Oh, I was like, oh god, my screen went black. What happened? And one of you left. I was very
Quietly left.
somebody dropped
Shannon.
an egg.
Someone disconnect? Oh, wait.
Oh, mine is
no.
it's plugged in.
Oh, no. It might have been me. Crap.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Brian?
no, mine is plugged in.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
I was just like, what's happening?
Just keep
I told it
disappearing.
not to go to sleep mode. Just snap.
Well, at least
Sorry.
it didn't happen during the game.
Was
Yeah. That would have been like an Archon suddenly disappears during combat.
Oops.
But yeah,
We're all being kicked out, but that's okay.
Yeah, I want you all to have a good time with this and also learn, what I think are good habits as players and not be afraid to ask questions, even if it means combat takes a long time or if we wind up like sitting in a tavern for like most of an episode or a session, because I'd rather spend the time to ask questions and you get answers than to be like, no, it's in the book or whatever, because I learned from people who kind of did that thing. Safety rules weren't a thing when I learned to play. You had to lug around a bunch of books when you wanted to play D&D and go to someone's house or the library or school. So, especially since we can't physically be together, in our case, never, because we're all in different places unless we all go to a con or something. So yeah, I just want you all to have a good time, and not such a good time as to the detriment of learning to play the game or advancing the story. But we're all getting together for 3 hours out of a Saturday for all the West Coast people super early. So if we're gonna ask you to be up and out of bed by 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. your time, I want to make it worth it.
It's been good so far. I've
It's so
enjoyed
much
it.
fun.
So yeah, and it's good practice for me, both for DM things I've got going on, and I can always learn too, because the things that you're asking me are making me think back to when I learned to play the game. So
I have a question for you, Tanya.
okay.
How is it dealing with people who are like somewhat removed or new to this, like not necessarily leaning into D&D tropes, like not attacking a room full of giant rats just because they were there?
It's two parts refreshing, one part's a little frustrating, and not no like, oh god, I hate this, they're not doing anything, but I want you to get accustomed to combat when your life is not on the line. And not like, I was not going to let the orcs kill you. I know their stats, but I'm not going to be like, here's like orcs at level 5 and you're level 4 and you're all died. That wouldn't be fun for anybody. But it's interesting because I grew up in the era of basically being a murder tourist, and it was dungeon crawls, and it was, you spent 6 hours on a Saturday and you maybe got 2 levels in a dungeon, and it was boring. And that, to me, that's boring to watch. When people just dungeon crawl, and that's all they do on a show. Which is why this is the first time you all are having some real combat. You've now had your taste of real combat. And why when I DM Dragon Age on Thursdays, it's mostly narrative. Because making people roll for every little thing they do is boring. It takes the fun out of it. And it also, to me as a player, it makes me super jumpy. I want to climb a rope. Do I have to roll for it? I want to walk through a door. And I've had DMs that have done that level of roll for literally everything we do. So it's making me find a balance of what's good for you as beginning/returning players, what's good for me to keep the action flowing. Because if we were just on Zoom, we weren't streaming it, it would be a different thing, but we'd still see each other, we'd still be doing this. But there's also the awareness of we have an audience. And there's 2 groups of people watching us, because I'm streaming it, Gary's streaming it. So how do we advance the story, be engaging, be fun, and make people also want to come back and see what we get up to every week? So there's all these factors that weren't a thing when I learned to play, when I learned to DM. So it's refreshing, and it's making me think about how I do this, because for the foreseeable future, playing remotely is going to be have to how a lot of us do things.
Yeah.
I really appreciate those considerations too. Like, it makes it a lot easier for us, and definitely a lot better for the viewers.
Yeah, and if someone's new to D&D and they're not understanding something, that's why I ask you to read out kind of like what your spell does, whatever it is you're trying to do. Because one, I know if it's something I've never used, because I've never played a bard, so something Brian's trying to do, I may be totally unfamiliar with. But it also gives people watching us an idea of what the spell or attack or what have you should do if it's successful or if it fails.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is
absolutely.
good. I'm really enjoying it.
Yay, I'm glad. And it's also good practice because I'm DMing the next season of Rivals, and I'm terrified.
That'll be awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, so my weekend is going to be all D&D starting on the 27th.
Sweet.
Are we all
Gonna
playing
go
again
great.
next week? Is everyone available to go again next Saturday?
Far as I know, yeah.
I am. It's the day before my birthday. So
Oh, nice.
Happy
Oh.
almost.
prepare for probably starting with drinks and
Perfect.
not just at the break.
Yeah. But we are over time, and I want to be mindful of everyone's weekend and time. And I know for Brian, it's closer to dinner than not for you.
I
So,
got pizza to order. Yeah.
I'm going to order something. I have no groceries. I'm a fail adult. So we're actually going to start with Brian and go to Gary, and then I'll go last. Brian, who are you? What do you do? Where can we find you on the internets?
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm Urban Bohemian. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, blogger, foodie, prolific tweeter about things that make me angry, etc. And you can see me on Twitch Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then you can also see me here on Dungeon Crossing. Right now, we've been playing a lot of the new Marvel's Avengers, and it's been a great time. I've mostly been looking at characters' butts.
Yes.
I mean, one of them is
Sounds
America's
good.
ass.
I haven't. The thing is, there may be some stiff or firm. There may be some firm competition for America's ass based on the character models.
Interesting. All right.
Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon Woodward, and I'm an actor, and I also stream on Twitch on Sundays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays right now. Shannon is live. Shannon is live, and you can find me on most other platforms at Shannon Woodward.
Yay. Adam.
I'm Adam. That's pretty much it. I make video games. You know what you should do? You know, all of you out there. Go to twitch.tv/Nickervision and click follow, because I'm kind of sort of streaming some things sometimes, maybe.
Let's do the shout out real quick.
Yes. I think I can manage that. Also, oh,
I don't
thanks,
know why that didn't
Caroline.
go through.
Oh, thank you.
Wait,
Sorry.
it shouted. Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry. We have warring mods in the chat. My bad.
No, I was very confused. I thought the shout out for Adam gave us a shout out for Gary, and I was very confused.
I just did a shout out for Adam, but it didn't link his channel. I don't know why that is.
Yes.
I think you put an extra space or something.
No, it was legit.
It's in there. Leah did
Oh,
it.
that it went through the second time. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and last but not least, Gary.
Gary Whitta, screenwriter and author. I've actually got a couple of really cool new projects to announce very soon that I'm very excited about, that have been developing in super duper secret, but excited to roll those out soon. In the meantime, Animal Talking is on hiatus, but we will be back for a big Halloween special with some of our favorite guests from past episodes returning. And in the meantime, our current show, Talk Guys, where we interview celebrities while playing Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, is on every Friday night at 7 o'clock. Next Friday at 7, we'll be playing, Kate Stark, my co-host, and I will be playing with Mark Hoppus from Blink 182. So that should be a really fun episode. So check that out next Friday at twitch.tv/Gary Whitta, twitch.tv/Kate. We will be on the Twitch front page. So
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Very nice. And then I'm your DM, Tanya. You can find me here. I may even stream later today once I get some food. Tomorrow, Rivals of Waterdeep are going to do our first stream on our channel. Hashtag sponsored by Blue Microphones. Masood is going to run us through Kids on Bikes. And we're doing that for the next 3 Sundays. And before we come back, I'm actually doing a charity game of Dragon Age over at roll20.net. It's not for Roll20Con, but I'm doing that Tuesday night. I will tweet out details. And then Thursday is my regular Dragon Age game over at Wandering DM, where we have found Anders, and we're trying to see what decision he makes in terms of being useful to Inquisitor Fenris or not. And I think that's all I'm doing before we come back and play again. So yeah, this has been session 5 of Animals. I almost said Animal Talking. Oh my god. Dungeon Crossing.
Whoop.
I'm stealing your gig, Gary. Sorry. Not sorry.
No, it's all good.
But yes, we're going to find someone to raid. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Brian, Shannon, Gary, and Adam, thank you for a wonderful game today.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm the third.
Since you mentioned Avengers, I didn't mean to do it quite so early. I clicked the button too early, but I just raided my friend Rachel Stott, who's a very, very talented comic book artist in the UK. Right now, it looks like she's drawing some Fantastic Four characters live on stream.
Oh, no.
Nice.
So I'm going to give her a little shout out right here. Let's see if this works.
What is her channel?
It's RSTOTT.
All right. Do you want to do a double raid?
I mean, the thing is, so I started the
actually
countdown.
already done.
I didn't realize that if you don't click on the countdown, it just automatically raids. So I already raided all my people over there.
Oh no.
It's RSTO OTT if you're interested in doing a double raid over there. She's really cool. She's actually done cover art for some of my comic books in the past, and it's really cool to watch her draw characters live on stream.
All right, yes, that will be our raid call. Fish slapped.
Oh dear.
Oh Jesus.
I can't
These
take
poor
y'all nowhere.
souls.
I can't take y'all nowhere.
If you're one of my subs, use your D20 emote as the so fish slapped. That is our raid call. We're gonna go check out.
Whoa.
Go check out Rachel. Yeah,
Check
You
out
can see her.
Rachel.
You go drawing live. She's drawing the Thing right now. It looks like little Ben
Nice.
Grimm action.
Nice. All right, I'll see you over there. Thanks again, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Bye,
I
y'all.
Bye.
All right, let me do
All right,
this
I'm out.
raid. And then stop my stream.